are back once again for the weekly stream.
Just closing every tab I had open. Right. No
It's
idea
us
what
again. Well, she hasn't said anything yet, but she said that she was going to put it up as a little bit of a bonus thing, but I've had a bit of a rearrange.
Oh, okay. Hi, Ian. You alright?
Evening, Ian.
Hello, Stefan.
Evening, Stefan. The problem is, obviously, everyone's mugs are all slightly different sizes.
Right, okay, yeah.
So trying to get them stacked on top of each other is a fucking nightmare.
Yeah. Why don't you get like a load of hooks along that board and just hook them on there?
Evening, Danielle. Well, I did think about it, but the problem is there's too many just to hook up.
Right, okay.
I mean, I'm not going to get that many along there, am I, really?
Why don't you get a piece of like, not string, but like rope and go from one side of the room to the other and just slide them along there?
I will have to do something with them soon.
You'll find something. How are we all? How is everyone? How are you, Tom? You alright?
Knackered.
Knackered, right, okay.
I'm
alright. I hadn't done nothing really. Well, I walked to Sainsbury's today.
Woo! Check you out.
I'm building an invert shed. Literally, that's my goal, Ian. That is my goal.
So you've decided to go with the invert shed. I did see you post about it the other day, and that you were deciding on what to do.
It's got to be done.
As I say, I mean, when you're asking about it, I mean, obviously Andy Holmes started the business in a shed, didn't he? So
yeah.
So yeah, I mean, oh,
Rona.
Maybe, but yeah, there's lots of people that have done it. Yeah, well, sorry to say, and I was going to offer to, house some of the collection for you, but I got told by Angel that we're not allowed any more baths. What she meant by that, I don't know.
Maybe she meant now or in the future. Hopefully not in the future. Everybody needs at least 20.
Well, I have got 20, as long as they're all still alive.
You have to sort of go through them and have a look.
Well, this is it. I mean, I want to sort of get round to rehousing them, really, but
that one I got with the mystery box, the female. I don't know whether or not to put that in the communal I got, but then I'll have to redo it all. And the way they've sort of webbed up so far is that trunk thing I've got in the middle. They've made like these two sort of tunnels in the side of it, but they connect to the back. It looks so good. Like how they do it, it's fascinating. It really is. But I might have to pull that apart. Nice, very nice. Yeah, I'm thinking about that, Ian. I probably will, but then I don't know. I just got to redo the enclosure. But I'm super happy with how it looks.
that's not a problem, Danielle.
No. Thanks for stopping anyway.
Well, I mean, to be honest, that's all my baths are in at the minute is a converted fish tank, just a little 2 foot long one.
Yeah, yeah.
It's basically like 2 foot by 1 foot. No, 18 inch. Sorry, by 1 foot, 1 foot.
I've got a spare Exoterra, like the long, really long ones. So I might put them in there. I don't know yet, but some of them are still quite small, so I don't want to like lose them.
Oh, sorry, Stefan. You know, saying about.
Stefan's got one. He's just winding you up.
I know. There's not an awful lot of people that do, though.
True, very true. I feel like I should wear mine now. I will sit under the camera though, so I'll have to be like, hi.
Two secs.
You've got yours on, legend. How was the ride today, by the way? I know we had a little chat earlier, but it's nothing like getting on your bike and doing some trials. Oh, it's amazing.
Well, since we've got Ian here, look, right, I'll share with him one of my rare finds that I've shared with you and Wayne James.
Okay.
Well, that way. You can work out what they are. A rarity.
Beauties. Absolute beauties.
With lights working.
I mean, it's hard enough to find one, let alone two.
Well, there's my third one.
Yeah.
But that one, the lights don't work on it. That's...
You can maybe put some like different ones in there, but
yeah, I've been thinking maybe about doing something like that.
Ian has 3 of them with working lights.
I know.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll trade you for the one that hasn't got working lights.
All 3 of them. Hi, Lewis. You're right.
Evening, Lewis. But did 2 of yours come with free tarantulas and free decor and stuff like that inside of it?
He's just going to put yeah just to wind you up. Yes, it did.
I mean, you know, I pretty much got 3 spiders with it, didn't I? So
Nice. What you got, Lewis? Getting even. Is it a pony?
unicorn. They were indeed, Stefan. A friend of ours actually tagged me in the post of them. Well, I'll say they were on the marketplace. They were on Facebook, but they were on one of the buy and sell groups.
Oh, nice.
Well, I've got with the two that I've got there, Ian. I picked up all the decor inside of them. Um, a sub-adult Grammostola Pulchrites, not sure of sex, and juvenile-ish LP.
Nice. Which one 100% sure if it was an LP. It was like one of them, wasn't it? It was a bit.
Yeah. I mean, as soon as when I went and got it from the guy, though, the guy was like, for the Gramstola Pulchrites, he was like, "Oh yeah, well, he had it up for sale as a Grammostola Rosea." And well, I turned up and they were like, "Well, I think it's been crossed with a skeleton leg." And it's like, that thing
No,
doesn't,
just
it
no.
don't happen.
Very cute for it. Yeah, that's what they are down here. H Giga. I love H Gigas.
Don't they take quite a while to grow though? Or is it the king baboon that I'm thinking of?
I know the King Baboon does. Well, mine is so small. It's like 0.5, man. It's like, come on. H Gigas, I don't know. I mean, yeah, I suppose they do. I've had mine probably about a year. Then again, I don't see it much, so. Commode terrarium, 50. Nice. I never got on with the Komodo ones. I'm not a fan of the way they look.
I know I've got a Komodo tank around here somewhere, but where it is, and I don't know. But it's only one of the,
Yeah,
it's one of the
yeah.
small, like
Melbourne
20,
one.
20, 30 things.
When you have your Exoterras and then you get a Komodo, it's like the sizing's just so different and it don't sit. Ugh. It sort of winds me up a bit, you know. I like everything the same.
I mean, I'm slowly starting to look round now and think to myself, I mean, I've had them for over a year now, so it's sort of like maybe I should actually invest in some nice enclosures.
Well, I mean, use what you got for now, and then if you want to upgrade, just do it like one at a time, not like, because they're quite expensive, aren't they? You know.
Yeah, but I'm looking at obviously getting some of the like tropical factory sort of ones with the
Yeah, they're
sliding
good
front
though.
door.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I do quite like them. And I mean, I have already got quite a few. Well, I say quite a few, about half a dozen or so,
I've got
like
two.
arboreal ones.
Yeah, they're really good though. I was at board today. I put all my old roads together and then all my new roads. I just sort of swap their holes around and
And did you do them in alphabetical order as well?
that's tomorrow. But no, stop that. um, but yeah, it kind of looks alright, you know. But then tomorrow I'll look at it and go, oh, I'm gonna put them back because I knew what was in each gap. So now I don't. I got to like relearn the pattern, I guess. But it's all right. Need to rehome 2 of my GBBs. So that's a job for some time. I'll probably do it Friday. Payday Friday.
Woo.
It's the only day of the month I like.
See, mine's the last Friday of every month.
Yeah.
So I suppose you get paid at the end of the month then, do you? Or
Every 4 weeks. So we obviously get then 13 paydays a year, which is kind of nice because it's normally around Christmas time. We don't have any bills or rent because you only pay that 12. So it's great. We're like, oh, there's free money. Woo! And then that's when you're like, oh, actually, I need to buy that for Christmas and that, and then you don't have any money left.
yeah.
It's like it never happened.
See, whereas I get that, but I don't get like you do. Obviously, like for me, where I get paid the last Friday of each month, some months are like 5-week months to me.
Yeah. It's a bit annoying, isn't it?
It is, but then obviously, evening Diana. But yeah, I mean, obviously, sometimes it's an evening Alex. Sorry, I didn't see you pop in there as well. But yeah, I mean, it can be a bit annoying. I mean, obviously, then you've got to make your 4 weeks' money obviously last for 5 and stuff like that. But
which it never does it? You know.
you always say that you're meant to, but
what I hate is just before you get paid, you know, you got a couple of quid left, like someone will put some up for sale, and you're like, oh, I fancy me one of them, like. But then you're like, I've only got this. Like, oh, I hate it.
all depends on what I see and where it is. Like if it's on Facebook, it's like, can you hold it for me?
Yeah. 2 days. I'll pick it up 100%.
We're talking about when we get paid and stuff, Diana. And like obviously then scrimping and saving or finding stuff that all of a sudden that you want on Facebook, but you can afford, but really you can't afford.
That's when you're
Or just
running
in
around
general.
checking like pots and down the side of the sofa. There's got to be a couple of quid down there. Oh my god.
Generally, the car's a good one though.
Under my chair, every time I put my foot on the brake, I can hear it sliding forwards. I reckon there's a deposit on a house under that chair. Not, you know, but there's a lot of spare change.
I was going to say, then surely you need that to use for fuel while you're driving around with all that in there.
Well, yeah,
with it
so
weighing you
like
down.
Weight, yeah. Yeah.
All right, give us 2 seconds. Just going to have a drink.
All right. Is anybody looking to get any new animals, new additions? All right, Diana, no worries. Hello, Tanya. Hello, Francis. Hello, how are you? Always a pleasure. Yeah, I'm a bit like that, Ian. Nice, Stefan. I'm very well, thank you. I'm all right. I'm a bit bored because of furlough, but
Oh, ha ha.
we're
It's a
getting there.
Francis and a Tanya.
Anna Lee, hello Lee.
Oh, evening Lee. And tonight
I'm on yard stuff, mate.
having it large.
You know you're waking up some bushes when you're drinking that stuff.
Oh,
Oh, all right, Tom. Bloody rub it in, like.
did you want one?
I ain't got none because, as I said, I walked up there and there was no way I was carrying that back. Like, crate of that, no thanks. No, this is for me. Yeah, just there's no rush for anything. I think I'm gonna be getting a hate back. Nice.
And Stefan, I will get hold of you after this stream. Or maybe tomorrow. I don't know yet. I want to speak to you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Mm. Some saucy times.
What you guys do in your spare time is nothing. Stephanie, the only piece of advice I can give you is don't clench. Sorry. Forgot where I was then.
You forgot there's other people watching.
Yeah. No worries, Tanya.
And I'm
Yeah,
well,
so well,
go on.
Tanya Two Phones, drug dealer. Yeah, I'm gonna rehouse or rehome, I don't know, the GBBs, but I don't know. I kind of want to put them in something different, not just like a plastic box, tub. So I'm gonna pop to the range, I think, and have a little rummage through there. It's always good, the range.
Yeah.
I love it down. Oh, you go to like the plastic tub aisle and you're like, oh, enclosures. No, food containers, not. Oh, I spend so much in there. It's crazy.
I did when we started. I just went mad and bought all sorts of bits and pieces. And to
Mm-mm.
be perfectly honest, I've used like none of it.
Yeah, yeah. Everything
I've
is
used
so
a handful of bits and pieces, but everything I've tried to make sure that I've got some sort of glass enclosure now for
yeah,
anything
yeah.
about like 2 inches and upwards.
I tell you what, that if someone gave me that for my birthday, oh, thank you very much. Move the house and not forget.
Was that from Spider Planet by any chance, Francis? Just just asking there. Only because I got my one about 6 months ago from there. Actually, it'd be
Still
even
doesn't
longer
feel
than
like
that.
a present. That's a gift and a half, that is.
Because my one was one moody bitch. But then, to be fair, the Scorpion that I got the same time with her was exactly the same. So I
Was
think
it?
it's just stuff from Spider Planet. I blame the meal.
No, it was just someone local. Nice.
Fair enough. Well, I say mine's adult, which is probably not quite adult yet. Maybe a molt or two, but
My comments are really delayed. That's the same as mine, Tanya. It is. Yeah, I know it's in there because I put it in there. But now and then again it come out. But I've got to feed everything tomorrow. Well, I've done the snakes earlier, but tarantulas tomorrow. Takes so long, doesn't it? Oh, right, okay. As long as it's all right. Nice. I wish I had more room. Maybe one day.
with those two enclosures that are sat behind here, like they're sat there because I actually have nowhere to put them.
Yeah, so they'll just end up living there, wouldn't they?
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's
But
what I do in.
but they
I got
can't because this is the rehouse table that I do all the recordings and stuff on. So
yeah, I got stuff absolutely everywhere in here. Like there's stuff behind here. There's a window right there, but there's a little ledge. I got stuff on that stacked up, and yeah, it's just money. And I think as well, like it's quite hard to move with all this coronavirus, and we'll all get there, won't we?
yeah, I think that's everyone's dream, isn't it, really? But then the problem is, no matter how much space you have or how much money you have, somehow you'd always want more.
Yeah, that's going to greed, isn't it? I'll just have a warehouse. I'll be happy with that. I mean, yeah, we will do that, Stefan. Certainly, certainly makes up quick, especially when you get like vids and that. Like, takes up so much room.
But that's it. I started with two 30 cube of the Exoterrors, one with an Orphanacus, no, uh, a blue Panay, and then the other one had the curly hair in it. And then other than that, there was like one shelf on like a book rack
Yeah.
with slings.
Until it
And
comes
what,
to
that was like 15 months ago now. And it changed to this.
That's the like what Tanya's just said then. Like, you look at it and you think, oh, if I move that there, then that space is empty, so I can put some. I do that in here all the time, and this room's mate, it's moved around about 8 or 9 times. It's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, well, like I say, obviously this room I'm sort of limited, and I've built all my racking to fit what space I had and what I had at the time.
Yeah.
But I expected obviously the collection to grow, but I didn't quite think that far ahead.
You got to blame mystery boxes for that, haven't you? You're like, oh no, what have I done?
Yeah, pretty much.
They're good though, aren't they?
Oh, I do enjoy a mystery box.
I
But
still
then
can't get over the last one I got. I'm oh, so happy with that.
there was something on their website that I was looking at, and I've been looking at since like Friday, and then I went to go and buy it today, and it was gone.
No, what was it?
It was Samapeus Escalada or something like that.
Tom? No, I won't rub it in, but yeah. I didn't buy it. But yeah, never mind.
Good evening, Mark. But no, I was looking at it, and like all weekend I was like, yeah, do I?
Yeah, it's one of them, innit? Yeah. Yeah.
And I mean, I should have done it because I didn't have to pay postage on it.
No, you just walk 20 minutes down the road and get it.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much. It was something like that, Francis. I'm not 100% sure, but it was one of the ones that I didn't have in that genus. So I was like, I'd like to have it.
Hi, Mark. Sorry, my comments are really delayed.
But I think I've got 4 in the Samapeus genus, or Samopius, Samapeus, however you want to pronounce it.
Some of this.
But yeah, it's kind of like the Pokey collection. I sort of want to get all the Pokies and all the Samapeus.
Yeah, I want to get some more pokies, but it's just a room. Just think if
Very
money
well.
grew on trees.
Sorry, what's that?
I said, just think if money grew on trees.
Yeah, but then the problem
Certainly wouldn't be
is,
sat here doing this, would we?
yeah, that's the thing with it is that there'd be a lot of people that I don't know probably would be doing a lot of silly stuff.
Of course, but money don't grow on trees, and people still do silly stuff. No matter what way you look at it, it's
But then
right.
I suppose in some way, then Corona wouldn't have mattered because if money did grow on trees, then there'd probably be a lot more people committing some sort of suicide through silly
Yeah.
actions, like just going and buying a car and.
If only, eh?
And I have all three of those, Francis.
Read it out because I can't see the.
There you go. I'll
Or
put it up on the.
put it on screen.
I forgot. I'm in charge of,
Yeah, it's your job today, Tom. All right? Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Shoot me.
Do you know where you are, or
No, not really.
do you need help? Send help.
I think I'm beyond that point now. I don't. I really don't think there's a lot of help in me.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm a bit like that, mate. The worst is when I go shopping. Like, let's say, I don't know, I went up the shops to get some bread. Like, I go in there, come out, spent 80 quid. I'm like, what? But then I get home and I'm like, I didn't even get bread. But yeah, you got all this other stuff you didn't go in there for. Like those mini rolls. Oh, mate, I'm a killer for them. Oh, my word. Like 10 in a packet. You're like, yeah, that's tea. Should I? I'm a nightmare.
I must admit, I come home with about another 5 cheesecakes the other night, and the missus turned around to me and she was like, "You do realise you've still got cheesecake in the freezer?" I'm like,
Yeah.
"Do I?"
But that's frozen. This one's not. Oh, wait. Okay, I'm up with the comments now. I can see up to Stefan sent like 2 little water pistols. Is that the end of it?
Yeah. I was a little bit unsure. Let's have a look, shall we?
Yeah.
Looks like it.
To me, that looks like the Super Soaker 5000. Do you remember them? Always wanted one, never had one. Oh, wait, now I can see others. Okay, I reckon. Yeah, nice. Yeah, yeah. Well, Stefan, we're slowly we're slowly getting onto that. Like, it's coming, don't worry. You're very welcome, Mark. No worries. I don't know that. What's that? I need to Google that.
What's that? The Robuston?
Yeah.
Oh, they.
Let's have a quick Google. Oh, they're pretty cute. Huh. Nice.
I do. My one's only about
And I do.
inch, maybe. Not even that.
Mine's probably just over that. In fact, oh, I've moved everything round and I don't know where it is. I just went to where it was. I'm like, wait, it's not there.
Well, that's your own bloody fault.
Yeah, it's about probably just over. Yeah, no, I might have to move it back now.
Like I say, if you just put them in all alphabetical order, then it'll be fine. You know, your old world and new world, all in alphabetical order.
The more you say it, the more I think, do you know what? Yeah, he's right. But then I'm like, do you know how much work, how long that would take?
I don't know. I've pretty much got it on my phone like that.
You've got too much time on your hands, darling. You have.
Well, my phone has a list of every tarantula I have.
I got it on paper. I normally, well, it's in a little book. I normally take it to the shows with me. Like just flip through it.
But that's why I've done it on my phone because then it's just easier. I can then just pick it out, and
Yeah,
you've always got your phone with you, haven't you? And that
yeah.
if I see something on like a website that while I'm at work, it's sort of like, right, well, have I actually? Or there has been a couple of times where I've looked at stuff and I'm like, I'm sure I've got one of them. Look through the list. Oh right, I've actually got three. Oh okay.
Do I need another one? No. Do I want one? Yes.
And to everyone else that has just joined or look at the fabulous t-shirts.
What is he like, eh?
And he's not even on the stream.
Yeah. Oh,
You're letting us down.
Tom's leaving us.
I am.
Everyone say bye bye, Tom.
I
Tom.
did have. Is that the Tarantula app on Android? Are you on about for that, Stefan? The Exo Keeper
Is that a
app.
coat or a tent?
Oh,
Why is it so big? You get the whole family in that.
not really.
Well.
I'm just going for a quick flight. That's all. I'm not like leaving or going anywhere. But it's a bit wet and windy out there, so wrap myself up.
I only want to think you're going on a mission, like.
There you go.
Look at him. He looks like Wurzel Gummidge, doesn't he? Sorry.
Well, I thought I'd give you all a bit of a laugh while I'm going out.
Yeah.
All right, I'm back in 2 seconds.
No worries. Right. What's everyone's dream tarantula? Like, if you could have any one, what would it be? Obviously, if money was no object. I don't know what I'd have. I don't know. There's so many I want. Nice. More about. Do you really need any more? Like, I swear you have like so many of them. Or you did, I don't know. Yeah, Balfours are pretty cool, man. Definitely up there, aren't they? Yeah, I've never had a Versicolor. I'd love one, but don't know. I don't know too much about them, so I like to do my research beforehand. They're stunning, though. Yeah, fair enough. It'd be nice to do that, wouldn't it? Maybe one day. You never know. Never say never and all that. Yeah, hopefully there's some shows on this year. That would be good. It's been too long now, hasn't it? Even if it's just one show, just the BTS, I'll be happy with that.
Oh, it's windy.
Wurzel!
Wurzel. No, I've got more teeth than Wurzel.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's been far too long, man. We need a show again. In fact, I think the Bristol show, that's probably my favorite. Not that because I live like 6 miles away from it, but the fact, I don't know, it's just a good show. But then the BTS is absolutely amazing.
Will you be going to the BTS then, if and when it happens?
Yeah. I try to go to as many as I can. Not the Scottish, the one in Scotland, because it's just too far. Like
Well, yeah.
But yeah, I try to go to as many as I can. Yeah, that's right, Tanya. It would be. Stefan has never been to a show. Oh my word.
Well, we've only been to Seas.
Have you? What?
Yeah.
Christ. You've
Because
never been to BTS?
No, because we had
Oh,
only just started at the time and Seas happened. So we went to Seas and then obviously BTS was going to happen. And we booked up and we were all ready for that. And then this happened.
mate, BTS is so good. I can't tell you how good it is. Like, it's big. Oh Christ. Yeah, that's expensive.
But then truthfully, I haven't even seen any slings being sold anywhere of them. So,
Can't say I have either.
and I mean, obviously, like I say, I'm on the lookout because I want to finish my Poke collection. Whether or not I get slings of everything and grow them on or what, but. I've heard a lot of people do that.
Yeah. And then you wander around the next day like, oh, you're like, you went out last night, didn't you? Ian, what show was it that we were chatting outside and you bought the tank? What show was that? Brighton show's good. Buggered apart though. Oh my god, that car park fills up quick. You see, I could never do that because I'd be like, oh, do I buy a drink or do I buy a? Do you know what I mean? Rather buy an animal.
Well, that's it. We're doing it. We've already got the hotel booked up, so when it does actually happen. And this is even what Sam was saying to me as well. Sam was saying that, the night before just seems to be a bit of a slaughter fest sometimes, most of the
Yeah,
time, all of the time.
IHS that I drove up there, which was like nearly 4 hours, walked around for the day, and then drove back. Oh my, I was absolutely hanging. You get back and it's like, I want to rehome everything and that, but you're like, I'm just too tired. Do it in the morning, but then you're sort of led there like, oh, I could always do it now. Yeah, the Brighton show, I just parked outside of someone's house. I don't think they were too happy with a Gert van outside, but never mind. A Gert van? Arca I from Bristol, like.
As I say, like when we look back on this stuff and like when we were watching people from like people's videos from season stuff, it was like we saw so many people there, but didn't recognize everyone's face.
Yeah, like the first BTS I went to, filming around and everything, and it's not until you watch it back, it's like, oh my god, I didn't even say hi to them. But they're sort of like looking at the camera, like you're thinking, oh, was I rude to the? Oh, no, I didn't even acknowledge. That that was bad. I didn't like that.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't plan to be honest. uh, Tom, did Wayne send you the sauce?
He has.
Have you tried it,
No, not yet.
mate? It's so good. It is tasty.
Yeah, well, sorry, Tanya. At the time, we had only just started, and we didn't even notice that Kieran and Jaden were only standing about 4 people in front of us.
I did that at the Brighton show. Lee from Lee's Creature Features was sitting in front of me, and he kept sort of turning around like, and yeah, I didn't even clock it was him. That was Entercon. Yes, yes, that was it. That was a good show, wasn't it? That was pretty good. I met Francis at the Bristol show. Don't know if you can remember that. I sort of tapped him on the shoulder and he went, "Oh, hi." Not like that, you know. He went. It was more manly, like, "Hello."
As I said, the first two people that I met in person off of YouTube were Kelly and Sam.
Mine, Petco, which was a big sort of like, whoa, that's that dude. Why is he extremely tall?
A
That
lot
was
of people have said that.
Yeah, mate. Like you see him in person and you're like, Jesus. That was at the first BTS. Seen him there. Oh man, he's so nice. Really good guy. Then seen him again at Brighton show when he was running around everyone. Oh, that was so funny. I did. That's right. I did gift you a sling. Absolutely, Ian. Yes, I totally agree. As I said, not just because it's 6 miles away from me, but it's a good show.
And we have tried, but mine doesn't like coming up on stream or on screen.
Yeah. I think yours is the only one who won't do it.
Yeah.
The other two are like, yeah, fine, whatever. When? One day, Tom. One day.
We'll have to get the three of them in a group chat and,
Yeah, definitely. That could be good.
I can't say that's a bad thing, I suppose.
No.
Right.
That's another guy, like, chatting with Tarantula Dan. Man, dude's got a heart of gold. Literally, like, he'll stand there all day and just chat with you. Like, such a nice guy. Do you know what? If they did take over, what would we do? Just be like, night in front of the telly. I wouldn't know what to do.
I'd have to come over and start bugging her like she does with me, like start poking her and stuff.
Yeah.
Just a random hand coming in. So,
Yeah, you're such a good guy. Definitely. Hello Penny went out and like, yeah, he's just a really good guy. Saying that though, to be honest, I think, you know, all of us in the hobby will just help each other out. I mean, well, I know I would if I could, but
I try to do my best on whatever I can.
another one I was shocked how tall they are is Hannah from Hannah's Empire. 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 I hope I said that right. She's super tall. I had to sort of like look up at her. I was like, "Hi," and I'm 6 foot, like.
Well, homeschooling for the other half's kids is all right. They do it all virtual, Diana. I mean, I'm still going out to work every day, so
He's
I
going
don't
to
get to
work.
see.
That's an escape. Like, quick, I'm
Yeah,
running.
of course, yeah. No, I wish it was like that, actually, that you got to go to work and it's like, oh, yeah, great. Work for
Are you
me
on
is
about?
pretty much never like that.
Are you on about Hannah Francis? If so, yeah, she's actually really funny, and's got a Civic, which, and it's white, and oh my god, what I'd do for that. Oh, give me your car. Yeah, she's brilliant. She gifted me a corn snake. Who does that? It was awesome. Hello, dog. Okay, bye, dog. No? Does anyone else just chat to their dog and they sort of do this, like, hmm? Like, you're saying something, but I don't know what it means. I'm gonna go see if I can find a cider from somewhere. I know there's some in there somewhere.
Oh, check you out.
But what?
Rebel you.
Yeah. Right, I'll
Yeah.
be back.
You go do that. Oh, yeah, from what I know, she's doing all right. At the minute, Mark, she's in the front room watching the first Iron Man. So I guess she's doing all right. I mean, she always tells me that she's doing all right, but
Yeah. Yes.
oh,
Oh, that's so satisfying. Oh, I need chocolate.
Tanya.
Is it need or is it want? Because I don't need it, but I want it.
Well, I've been good. I've still got those 2 bars of the Tony's thing.
How
I
have you still what?
Yeah, I know. I, they don't do them on offer anymore, so it's like I think it's £4.20 a bar now.
You have to just suck 1 square a day, like.
Yeah. Thing is, I'm kind of gutted because I'm pretty much out of white Toblerone as well.
Yeah, that's good. I just read a comment then. I have done Stefan in the past. But we just got this this Nerf gun that fires tennis balls, and he's obsessed with the little clicky noise that it makes when you pull it back. You fire the ball and he just stands there looking at the gun. You're like, no, you're meant to go. So then I got to walk like half a mile to go get the thing. He's funny with noise. He hates the postman, the little beepy gun thing that they scan their parcels with. Hates that noise. It's like a beep. And then he just out the door. You're like, look at you, you're tiny. You can fit through the. No, you can't fit through the letterbox, but yeah, typical Jack Russell.
So it'd be no good as a guide dog then, because you take him into a supermarket and you walk around and everywhere you go.
When I take him for a walk, he walks me. Like, we go where he wants to go. And I normally end up going through a load of bramble. I'm getting a bit fed up with it now. But like through a river, and I'm like, oh, really? Stick to the path. I let him just go where he wants, like. Wouldn't have him any other way, though. Mm. Let me just do
So what does your day consist of tomorrow then, James?
You what?
What does your day tomorrow consist of?
I've got to feed the tarantulas, clean my bike, because when I mean it's caked, it's like plastered. Put them all in alphabetical order. No, I'm not doing that. Yeah, that's it really. Clean the bike and feed the tarantulas. How about you? Working?
Working.
Yeah, nice. I mean, not nice, but.
What are you saying about being dragged through brambles? I've got to put a fence through brambles. So,
rather you than I, mate.
Yeah, I've never been stabbed so much on a job in all my life.
Bet. I still have roses left. What? How have you still got roses left? Isn't it horrible when like you put your hand in and someone's took one out, ate it, and then put the wrapper back in it? Oh, why do people do that?
Bugs me. Oh, nice burner.
Nice.
Have you got fish already that you've got that you're moving up into the bio orb? Or are you just setting up the bio orb and then going to let it run and get yourself some fish later on? I need to stop being so lazy with the daughter's fish tank, really. Needs cleaning.
Well, it's kind of in what you just said. The daughter's fish tank, so technically, should clean it.
I know,
I know the whole age thing, but you know, let her crack on with it, innit?
Could you imagine letting a 3-year-old loose to clean a fish tank?
Well, I guess I just play with the water, won't I? I don't know.
Well, we have a famous face. Look at this. Ha ha ha.
I don't know about a famous. I don't know about
Oh, sorry, a reclusive face then.
yeah,
You're almost out of you're almost out of YouTube as long as I am.
well, yeah. So, first of all, if my audio's crap and my lighting's crap, I apologise. Obviously, I'm in the middle of moving, so
Yeah, that's cool.
yeah. I just got to check if I can see comments. Oh, there they are. It's Francis. Yes, it is. So, how are you both? Thank you for
Yeah,
asking.
I'm good, man.
That's right, bud. Welcome anytime.
Oh, I'm tired, mate. I'm not going to lie. I'm just absolutely shattered. Moving and
Yeah.
having 2 kids is ridiculous.
Yeah, not for me.
Unfortunately, I can't change my mind now. It don't work like that.
True.
Hello, everyone in the chat who is saying hello, by the way. So yeah, I'm being the idiot that I am. When I said to you, Tom, that I was going to come up, because I have to have my laptop closed most of the time because my screen's broken. And so obviously, I've got it hooked up to a monitor. So to come up, I needed to open my laptop to use the camera. Of course, me being the idiot I am, I opened my laptop and naturally pressed the power button to turn it on and turned it off. So
No.
that probably I've just done.
No, I can't remember. I might have ordered one with my keeper cards, but I can't remember.
What, the hat?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's super cool, man. Tom, you need to switch over. Yeah, Tom, I think you do.
Yeah, I love this beanie.
Come back from the toilet break, you have a lovely face. Oh,
Come back.
No worries. Thanks, Mark, for stopping by as usual.
Yeah, I've got a funny story with the whole keeper cards. Well, it's not a funny story. I'm hoping it works out all right with the whole keeper cards Kickstarter thing. Because obviously that questionnaire got sent around to everybody after they pledged to give him the shipping address. Of course, he's got this shipping address, and I'm moving at the weekend, and he's getting very close to shipping stuff. Like, I've been trying to get hold of him to try and tell him, obviously, do you need my new address or whatever? He did say on, I think it was TTSNT, that if I just go on to that questionnaire, I can change it. Went on my email address. Do you think I can find that questionnaire to change my details? Not on your life. So now I'm frantically trying to get hold of him to be like, what the hell am I going to do? So I'm just going to probably spam like Danny's Facebook, Keeper Cards Facebook, their Instagram, everything with my new address, just like, please, my place.
You will get it somehow. You will.
If it ends up coming here, I don't care if there's a new tenant or whatever, I'm kicking the door down and I'm coming to get it.
Out of the way.
Hello.
There is a parcel.
Thanks for
It's
stopping,
been
Mike.
tracked. It is here. I know it is.
Imagine if it was like a tarantula hobbyist moved in and then keep cards just turned up. They'd be like, buzzing? Like,
bonus. New house. New cards.
Oda.
Swap you. That's my kind of.
Oh, what a girl.
I'll give her the food, she gives me the beer. Oh dear, I've just noticed a difference though. That's the one I'm drinking out of now. No, that's beer.
I'd be screwing, I would.
I'll go back up there and tell them I want that little percentage of my beer back.
Mate, it all counts. It all counts.
Diana, are you in the new house now? No, literally, I'm in my very stripped down. This is what has always been pretty much the current Invert Kingdom, like, and it is literally like stripped almost bare now. We move at the weekend, so Saturday and all that. So we move. So no, I'm still here at the moment.
It's a lot of work in it, moving.
Oh, it is. In a way, I'm kind of glad that I took the decision to step out of things and reduce my collection down when I did.
Yeah.
Then I would have had over 200 tarantulas and everything to pack. Now I've probably got around 40 tarantulas, not including my Balfour communal, because that makes it like thank you. But yeah, back then I would have had a lot more to pack and fit into the new space. Whereas now, like, rather than having like 200 and something, like, no, maybe nearly 300, I've actually got 40 plus my 100 Balfour. Like, so it's I only really count my Balfour as one though, because obviously they're in one tank, so it's not like it's
that's what I do.
taking up a load of space. However, the last time I had to empty that tank to do, because there was a fault in the lid, it took me 6 hours. So I'm not looking forward to that. So.
No, definitely not.
But
you had to do what was right for you as well, you know, because obviously with moving it is like a lot of stress as well. And I guess if you got that many sort of animals.
Oh yeah, and I mean,
you know,
at the time when I decided to step away from YouTube and reduce my collection, honestly, mentally, I was just shot. Like I'd been like it for a while, but I'd just kind of like papered over the cracks, sort of thing. And it's got to a point where like I'm not enjoying the process of filming anymore. I'm not enjoying the process of editing anymore. I'm literally just doing it and putting on a persona for the sake of putting content out, and that's not something I'd ever done. So I just decided, you know what, I need to step away, and I'm glad I did, because now I'm like 100 times better than I have been in a long time. So like coming back, now I'm coming back once we've settled in and everything. I think that's something I'm never going to take for granted again. Like, and I'd always encourage other YouTubers and hobbyists to do the same. Like, if you take time to step away, do it, because like for me personally, a little bit of it was like I didn't want to let people down. Like when you make content, obviously, as you know, people who regularly watch your videos, it can quite often become like the streams. They become part of someone's week. Like
of course, yeah.
And for me, I didn't want people to be like, "Oh, now what the fuck am I going to do?" So I just kept going and putting it off. But if you need to, sometimes you need to, as I wiggle a chip at you. Do you know what I mean? But
I think sometimes it's good to sort of stand back and like just focus on like yourself for a while, and like obviously with you as well, you know, like the family. So like you need to prioritize certain things over other things, and
yeah,
100%. I think you've done it the right way.
And I tell you now, like, you know, like I watched a video or was it a podcast that Richard from Tarantula Collective did about how sometimes your hobby can get out of hand and you can like just be buying for the sake of it and you collect whatever. And you think when you listen to that kind of thing, like, nah, I'd never do that. But I know for a fact that's exactly what I was doing. I was spending money I didn't have. Any invert that caught my eye because I wanted to make myself feel better. Because we all have that buzz when you buy an invert and you give you that buzz. It's the new tea feeling or whatever. And I was doing that. And meanwhile, like certain bills didn't get paid, or like I was doing it stupidly. And so then when I looked at my collection, I started to feel guilty for having the collection I had when I wasn't doing other things right. And so honestly, I try never to regret anything that happens, because you learn from it. And honestly, I'm so glad I decided to step away and reassess things and reduce it down. And in a way, I'm kind of glad that the new space I'm moving my collection to is smaller, because it means that it's going to make me think a lot more about what I want to buy. I'm not just going to go to BTS and spend stupid money and buy mystery box after mystery box after mystery box and whatever. It's going to make me think about it. Like, what do I want from my collection? Do I want a load of slings, or do I want to buy breeding pairs and try and breed species? And because again, the other thing you got to think of is when you got a load of slings, they're going to have to grow up. And either you're going to have to find space for them, or you're going to have to sell them. Which, if you're going to sell them, then why buy them in the first place? So I'm kind of glad that my place I'm moving to is going to be smaller, because it's going to make me have to think about it a lot more. Think about what I've got, and then think about what I want to get in the future. So.
Yeah, and I think having like what you said with like a smaller space, you get to like focus more on certain species, or but you've literally hit the nail on the head there. Like, people do just go out of their way to get as much as they can, as quick as they can, and to be honest, it's not a competition, like, so.
No, but I do think
I mean, even I done the same sort of thing once I first started. It's like literally every month I was buying mystery box, and then obviously buying the odd bits here and there in between. And I mean, don't get me wrong, all the bills were always paid and everything, so I weren't stupidly spending money. But now that I look back on it, I kind of look at it and go, well, maybe I should have selected and picked what I wanted rather than.
Yeah, but the thing is with that is, it's like everything, isn't it? Once it's new, like if you go into a new hobby, you sort of
it's a natural thing.
Yeah, of course.
You want to just get everything.
Anyone who has ever said I've never done that, nah, sorry, everyone's done it. Like, it's just what we do. It's
when you start the hobby, someone offers you a mystery box, you're going to take it because you're excited about what you might get, and the chance of getting something that maybe you can't afford necessarily at the time. Like, so you think, oh, I might get a blondie in here, for example. Like, and I think everybody does do it, and I think YouTube adds a different element to it as well. Because in some regards, YouTube adds a bit of pressure in the sense of I need to be bringing something new, something fresh.
Yeah.
A lot of people do get.
Yes, we do. So if you'd like to message both of us or one of us, I'm sure I've still got some spare of James's sat around here as well. But
I think it is easy to get caught up in, I haven't shown anything new for a while, so I'm going to have to get something new, and it is easy to get caught up in that.
Definitely. And like watching someone else's channel, and then you're sort of like comparing what you've got to what they've got, and it's like, oh well, maybe I should get some more. And
even subconsciously it happens.
Yeah, of course.
And to answer Stefan, what's for tea? I'm just having a kebab because I couldn't bother to cook anything.
Stefan, you ruined it.
Well, we have been doing someone new each week. So
true, yeah.
Although I think it was Stefan last week. So
yeah, it was.
Naughty Stefan.
I had a corned beef pie. It was absolutely vile.
Me personally, I can't stand corned beef. I'm really funny, like minced meat or anything like that. Can't do it. The smell of minced meat cooking or anything like that, I just can't do it.
Oh, mincemeat I'm all right with. This corned beef thing, it was when I looked at it, I was like, oh, it looks really nice. And then you get it home and you cook it, you're like, it don't look nice. Looks like someone's already ate it.
That's what I think of minced meat, to be honest. It looks like somebody's already ate it.
Oh, dude, it was vile.
Yeah, Diana, just either search for Angel and Tom's Arachnids or search for me, Tom Salt, whatever. We'll get some sent out to you.
I'm glad Annabelle liked the stickers I sent, by the way, Diana. That's what we like to do. We aim to please.
Eb's sticker is really cool, man.
Mate, I hated her when she did that because I was like, oh, I've made my own stickers, not half bad. Then Ebs whacks that one out, and I'm like, all right then. That loves yours.
Hers is on another level, man. It's so good.
Like, I designed her logo, I helped design her logo for her. Like, I put the galaxy background and stuff in for her. She did most of the work. But I didn't realise at the time I was helping her make something that was going to slap my design out of the water. Do you know what I mean? If I'd known, I'd just made it like pixelated and
yeah, of course, yeah. Oh, that's funny.
Everyone's wanted me to get pulled against each other in Fatal Fangs, but for her benefit, I hope it doesn't happen.
That's some good stickers.
No matter who I go up against, I'm already shitting myself for it. So
honestly, so am I. I'll be realistic. Ebs could probably potentially beat me because feeding clips for me, like my tees, just don't do them. Like I took part in Fatal Fangs 1. I didn't take part in number 2 because I was unsure about how I felt about the future of Fatal Fangs because of how Fatal Fangs 1 went. That's nothing against Sam or anyone else. It was just the way it went. But I actually really enjoyed watching Fatal Fangs 2, and that's why I decided to join Fatal Fangs 3. But in Fatal Fangs 1, I bought, like, I think it was 3 or 4 tees specifically for Fatal Fangs. I went, right, let's find the most badass tees I can find. I'm buying them, I'm feeding them, and I'm going to win Fatal Fangs. Got them all. Not one of them would eat for me. And in the end, I got a clip from my GBB, which was my round 1 clip. And I thought it was all right. And then I got bloody knocked out by my Martin's Tank Talk in round 1. So, like, this time round, I'm like, why have I taken part? I've done 1 feeding video on my YouTube channel in the entire time that I've had a YouTube channel. Why am I now thinking I can take on 63 other people in a feeding competition? As long as I don't go out in round 1 again, that's all I care about.
Yeah.
I know I ain't going to win it. So if I get past round 1, that's all I care about.
We're exactly the same. We've never done a feeding clip. Not even just as, for us.
Yeah.
We've never recorded. Taken photos while you're, feeding and stuff. Yeah, loads of them. Never have we once recorded anything when it comes to feeding.
What mine decide to do is I drop it in and I'm like zoomed in, like really nice. And then they get it and then they turn around.
Yeah. I had one.
Oh, come on, man.
Got a nice camera angle set up. I actually got my spare phone set up 2 camera angles, thinking, right, if I set this one up, jumps off out of shot, I've got this one. Dropped it, it wasn't bothered. The roach went between its legs, and once it had gone between its legs, the G-Pulk roach turned round, stuck its ass in the camera, and then took the roach. And I was like, okay, so I'd anticipated this angle and this angle. I anticipate it being where I can't put a camera. And I was just like, this is just typical of my tarantulas. Like, it's just, I've got 4 clips filmed, but I don't know if like any of them are worthy of thanks. You know what I mean? So, but I'm still keeping them because if at the end of the day I get to it, I'm like, well, I've got 6 shit clips. Well, at least I've got 6 shit clips. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
But yeah.
I mean, I would have liked to have done it, but I just never get a good shot. They always wander off or they don't want it. I'm like,
I mean, I bought these 2 for a bit like that as well. I'm literally, they are sitting here ready and waiting to be fed. And it's like,
yeah,
I bought these 2.
Half of mine now. I mean, none of mine are literally like I'm like, no, you can wait because the last time I tried to feed you didn't want to know. Like, so I'm just waiting. But I bought a Killer Brachis Cayenne Kraken from Spy Shop, adult female. And I was like, yes, I've got an idea for this clip and I want to edit it and everything. She won't eat. Now she's webbed herself in, and I think it was Jaden or somebody said on one of their videos, or Kieran maybe, that a lot of those, because they were wild caught, a lot of those females that they are in were gravid. So I'm like, okay, it's great if she turns out to be gravid and gives me an egg sac, but I bought her for Fatal Fangs. If that bitch is going to be hidden away for God knows how long,
Yeah.
Like, so I'm hoping if she's not going to be usable for Fatal Fangs, then at the very least she's going to drop me an egg sac. But knowing my luck, bitch will do neither. But we'll see what happens. Like, I did say to Amy on one of the live streams where she was talking about Fatal Fangs, if I happen to go out in the first round and I happen to be the very first person who gets knocked out, do I at least get an award for that? Like, do I get a T-shirt or a mug or something for being the
we get something just for taking part.
Yeah, but I want a trophy for being the very first person. Because obviously, unfortunately, someone's going to be the first person out because the way the results come in, someone's got to be the first one announced as the loser. Right? So if that's me, I want a bloody trophy to say that I'm the first participant in
the first of losers.
That's the only way I'm getting a trophy for the Fatal Fangs. So I'll take what I can get.
We'll have to wait and see, won't we?
Yeah.
But yeah, mine are all exactly the same. I literally just generally drop the food in and then, check back on it 20 minutes later and it's back in its burrow or hide or whatever with the food in its mouth. So, oh, great. So pretty much all of them are just like recluse eaters.
You'll sit there for ages with the camera on them. Nothing.
Yeah.
You're going to eat. Forget that. Go to stop the camera. Go to take the food out, and it then checks in. You're like, I'll give up.
Or when you feed them, you leave the camera there, you go off, you come back, it's eating it. It's like, oh yes, I've got it. You watch it back, you're like, what? Like it just runs off and gets it. Oh.
Sometimes I film something, and when I'm filming it, I'm like, this is sick. Looks great. It's going to be amazing. And I watch it back in it, and I'm like, actually quite shit, isn't it? Like, it's not actually that good.
I've done that on certain things, and it's been on manual focus, and I'm like, no, the whole thing's blurry. I'm like, oh.
Oh, I had, in fact, when I was trying to film a clip for Fatal Fangs 3, I've got a grown-on sling. Maybe you could probably just about say it maybe might be a juvenile. For Mycteris species Dominican purple. Doesn't have any of its colours yet or anything. But I dropped the prey in, it was perfectly focused. Just as I dropped the prey in and it hit the floor, it obviously tried to focus on the feeder, and so it went blurry as it took it. And then once it had took it, it went back into focus. And I was like, that was actually a really good takedown. And you just with technology.
It's times like that you wish your eyes could record in it, you're like
I think my biggest miffed moment so far is that my T Albo mature male now molted, and I caught him at 8 o'clock in the evening, flipped on his back. So I set everything up, time lapse, all ready to go. I stayed up till 1 o'clock, bearing in mind I was getting up at 4:30 in the morning to get ready to go to work. But right, I'll catch a couple of hours beforehand. Set an alarm, everything was all up, recording, time lapse going. I gets up because the alarm's gone off, gets up, the tablet stopped recording. And it stopped recording literally as he breaks out. And I'm thinking,
that's so annoying, isn't it?
And then by the time I got back to him, there he is, stood on top of his molt. I'm thinking,
Tanya said, I've stopped giving mine locusts. The amount of clips I've filmed where the locust hops right into the burrow, can't see shit then.
Very true.
You're crawling into the burrow, break the back legs off, break those back legs off them, the ones with the little spines on, because one, that it stops them using as a defense against the tarantula. Two, it can't hop anywhere then. But I mean, it can still crawl in, but it's moving a bit slower. So you can always try and stop it, like with the tweezers, stop it from going into. I always try and break the legs off the back legs off the locust. But it stops them jump. The same with crickets, stops them jumping. They can only crawl like this in then. And being locusts or crickets, they're not going to burrow, so they're more likely just to come across the path of the tarantula, and then your tarantula's likely to take down. What do I know? Mighties don't eat anyway, so.
Not only is it scared of getting eaten, it's now got no legs to run away.
Exactly. But I think Stefan said something about that, because I said I was eating kebab, that what was it?
Wayne's
Wayne's
hot
hot
sauce
sauce,
goes
yeah.
well on kebab.
Is good with kebab. I've not tried Wayne's hot sauce, so maybe I'll have to get someone to hook me up with some.
There's the V2 out now, the version 2. Oh my god, it's so good.
Yeah.
Is it actually hot or is it just tasty?
This
It's
one is
got a kick, but
yeah. This
I'll
one is
I'll have to hook.
got like a sort of creeping burn to it, but flavor wise, it's absolutely incredible.
I might need to get myself.
like I was trying to explain about, like, to a friend of mine about the two sauces. His first one was a bit like more like a puree
Right.
sort of
Yeah.
sauce, wasn't it? Whereas this one's actually more like a runny
Yeah.
dipping sauce, if you wish.
I'll give it to Ebbs without her knowing, because she finds korma hot.
I love hot sauce.
Tanya's saying that she's stopping feeding locusts. I've literally gone out and I bought 5 boxes ready to start doing some filming for Fatal Fangs, and they're all sat in a 30 cube at the minute, all roaming around in there. So they didn't die off so quickly.
We've got a fair few locusts and stuff, but most of them get devoured by our blue-tongue skink at the minute. She's a fatty.
Yeah, mine absolutely mullers locust.
My beardy just destroys the crickets, and my blue-tongue murders the locusts. So between them, if my tarantulas won't eat, they don't get to waste. So
Yeah.
have you got any other pet bar spiders? Oh yeah, I've got a fair few. I've got 7
A
species.
mini zoo.
I've got 7 species of geckos. No, 8 species of geckos. Sorry. Some frogs. White street frogs they are. I've got a blue-tongue skink. I've got Ebbs has got a corn snake. I've got a Mexican black king snake. I've got a bearded dragon. We've got a hognose. We've got axolotls, and we've got a green iguana.
Aren't you missing something else?
Am I missing something? Kids?
Well, no, they're not animals. Well, I don't know, but
Depends.
Oh, are you on about the dog?
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't consider him an animal. He's more of a big, lumpy shit.
Yeah, but absolutely beautiful, man.
Rocky Mountain Spider Freaks is in the house. Hello, Rocky Mountain.
Not for Francis.
That could be James or it could be Danielle. I don't know.
Hey guys, the stream is over. Oh shit! Was there a Rocky Mountain stream? Oh
No, Spider Mum,
oh,
1978.
I find sometimes now, so like the week just seems to be full of like. This is why I put my thing on Facebook. I put a status up earlier asking for live streams and premieres, because like I've got a live stream planned myself, and I was like, I don't want to be stepping on like anybody's toes. So what the heck? Like I thought I'd ask, because the week just seems to be rammed now. It used to be able to just pick any day and just be like, I fancy doing it live, but it's good. in lockdown, it gives people things to watch.
Yeah, of course, definitely. It's Danielle.
Danielle!
Anyhow,
What did you have for tea, Danielle? Read this when it comes on the screen. Oh, honestly, it's like she's reading off of a menu. You're like, what?
They have some cool stuff, like. Yes, I really genuinely love Rocky Mountain so much. Those guys are great. They were actually our first channel members, which blew my mind. And I would love to get them on a stream on my channel one day, like, because the only thing is the time zone makes it difficult. But obviously, if I could get them on a stream one day, I would absolutely love it.
Yeah, they're great.
Well, that's a good question for you two. If you could have, you can obviously, because StreamYard, you can have up to 10 people on the screen, right? So if you could have the ultimate lineup of guests on one stream, who would you? Because, like, I'm saying, obviously, maybe one of mine, Tarantula Dan, because I love the guy. And obviously, I could go on, but the question's for you guys, so I want you guys to answer.
right. So the first question that I've got to ask for this, then, what is it? Just like a single stream and then you have 9 other guests, or would it be like our live stream with 3 people and then 7 other guests?
So how we'll do it? We'll do it so it's your stream, like solo, right? And then between you, we can come up with a lineup for your lads' night in the stream. Because obviously, you might have 2 people that cross over on the same. So if people in the chat can keep up with anybody that comes up multiple times, we'll make like a dream lineup for stream then.
Well, like you said, I mean, one of the people that I'd like to have on is Tarantula Dan. I would like to have him on a stream. There's like no ifs or buts about that. I mean, truthfully, I'd like to get Richard on at some point as well.
I was about to say
Legend.
Petco.
He's a great guy as well. Like,
he's something else.
Funny story about Petco. The first time I met Petco was the first time I went to the BTS. Obviously, him and Dan are quite good friends and whatever. So I was lucky enough to hang out with them before the show. But obviously, it was my first BTS. Ooh. It was my first BTS, and I was fairly new to YouTube, so I was kind of nervous, didn't really say much to him. Then at the show, I put my camera on an entrance to.
That's right, yeah.
And Petco fully video bombed me. It's on that video from my first BTS.
Yeah. I remember that.
His face is literally in my camera, and I was like, Petco, you video bombing me? Could you asking Petco to get the fuck out? And then he just looked at the camera and he just laughed. And then one of the last BTS he was at, I was going around trying to sneak up on YouTubers, and when I sneaked up on Petco, he turned around, looked at my camera, started running off, and goes, "Don't come close! I'm bulging! I started running off. It was so funny. He's such a legend. So we've guaranteed that Petco and Tarantula Dan and Richard are on because you've both agreed on those.
Yeah.
Tom Moran, I would like to have a conversation with at some point.
I love that man.
Yeah. That just goes without saying, surely, doesn't it?
Like super clued up.
When I messaged him, because obviously when I was hosting on TTSNT, and I messaged him, I emailed him to see if he'd come on TTSNT for my stream. And I was like, not because I thought he'd think he was too good, because he's not like that. I just thought, this guy is a teacher, he's got his podcast, he's got his channel. There's no way in hell he's going to reply to me. And he was in the middle of his house move at the time. And when he replied, I didn't care what his email had said. If he said, no, go get fucked, I'm not doing it, I'd have been like, I just got told to get fucked by Tom Moran. Yeah. But he replied, mate, it blew my mind. And then when he came on, I think everybody in the chat on the stream, we were all just like, just
That's
in awe.
actually happening. Yeah,
He's
definitely.
such a joy. I couldn't think of anyone. Like, he's got to be, as much as I love other channels, Tom Moran's got to be one person without fail. If I'm not sure about something, like the care and husband,
Yeah.
I'm going
Yeah.
straight to Tom Moran every time.
Although, talking about Richard, I've got a bone to pick with him. He still hasn't. Well, we asked him about a year ago if he could do a care and husbandry video on the Blue Pane, and he still hasn't.
Oh, we'll have to have a word.
He's done it. He's just got a line of videos. Like, do you know what I mean? That guy's on it, man. Who else?
What we got in the chat? See if we've had any suggestions. Did you see? Oh yeah, you saw that.
Do you know what? Yeah, I'd have Ebbs on. Yeah.
You know what?
No, I'm not just saying that, but like, honestly, I probably would.
Oh god, she just commented in the chat. To be honest, like, you know how like some channels have done, like couples have come together on a channel. Like, Jack recently has got his partner Lucy involved in his channel. I couldn't do it. I love her to pieces, but my channel's mine, and we just bicker about like the editing and everything. Like, whereas, and the other thing is as well, I love the fact that Ebbs has got her own channel, and that she can do what she wants on her channel. And I know she appears on a lot of my live streams and whatever. But me personally, I love the fact that she's not just jumped on my channel; she's gone out and made her own.
Yeah.
That speaks volumes for her, really. I'm just saying this for the stream, by the way. I don't really like you. Go away.
Such a legend. Comedy
Wait for
gold.
the big hand to come across the back of him.
Like, everyone literally thinks she beats me because, like, every stream, and everyone's like, she's gonna knock you the fuck out, mate.
Yes, she don't.
No, she does. I'd send help.
Wicked.
So, yeah, everyone's loving Ebbs in the chat. You can have her if you want to. But yeah, so we've got Tarantula Dan, Petco, Richard, Tom Moran, and now, well, one of us is saying, one of us is saying Ebbs. The chat's saying Ebbs. So we'll put her on the substitute bench for now.
That hand is going to come round that doorway in a minute. Oh, my God.
All of a sudden, just gets dragged out, man. It's like the chair is on wheels.
I would have Kieran and Amy as well, because I don't know, they're just great people. They really are.
What are you saying, Sidex? I just stole James. James is far better than Ebbs, so don't worry about it.
Oi, oi, oi.
They've got Rick West,
Look at
Vita.
this.
Hello, Wayne.
Oh!
How are we?
Tired, mate. Very, very tired.
Yeah.
Long day.
Oh, yes. How's everyone doing?
Very well.
Good.
I can literally currently see about from where we're on you, Wayne. So if because of my laptop here. So I'm assuming you're right.
I love how everyone does that, tries to look round the screen. Like.
Yeah.
Because like I've got
Honestly, I am going to see the rest of him.
Yeah. Well, if I do this, I can see him because my is there. But like, I mean, that's probably a better view if we're honest. Like,
You're not giving yourself enough credit, dude.
But Steph would say, as long as you put your hat or your beanie down there, then you're fine.
Oh, mate, you can't see me without this beanie on, but there you go.
So, how's everyone's week going? What's been going on? What have I missed?
A bit of everything, really. We're just on about our dream live stream, like who we would have on, and
Yeah.
I think we're about halfway through it. But
Yeah. So far we've had Tarantula Dan, Petco,
Rich,
Richard, Tom Moran, Ebbs is on the substitute bench, so we're ignoring that one. So yeah, between us all, we're kind of just trying to figure out what the ultimate live stream lineup would be as far as guests.
Yeah, you've pretty much already covered most of the people I'd like to have on as well. To be fair.
Oh, and before we carry on, I hear that I've got to try your hot sauce. So we're gonna have to have a conversation and sort that out. So
Definitely. Well, I've got the missus back home at the moment. She's prepared to do posting out for me and all that sort of stuff. So we'll have a chat offline, bud, and I'll see if I can get some shipped out to you.
Right, I'd love that. Cheers. Is he gone again?
yeah.
We're going to call him Thomas the Tank.
The thing is, like, now and again, he keeps looking through the door. Like, if you watch the screen, yeah, just like look through the. It's honestly, it's hilarious.
Do your geckos have babies? Not at the moment. I do want to breed them in the future because I've got, like I say, I've got 8 different species. I've got leopard geckos, tokay gecko, gargle gecko, morning gecko. What else have I got? Madagascar day gecko, and others. But you know, so yeah. Eventually, I do want to bring, because outside of tarantulas, geckos are kind of like my little. I love them. I've never bred any, but I'd like to in the future. I'm going to start off with cresties because obviously they're a more common breed, and there's like more help out there for me to like ease myself into it. I want to, you know, like train more complex breeders. Like anything, I want to start. But yeah, I do want to breed geckos in the future. That'd be great.
So we've had some baby morning geckos hatch out.
Nice.
Sarah sent me the pictures the other day. They're amazing. They're so tiny, so cute.
Yeah.
Mine are anything at the moment. They're like, but you're going to be inundated, aren't you? Because like of how they reproduce.
Well, they're parthenogenetic, aren't they? So you only really need the females, and they'll just crack on and do it on their own.
Well, this is the thing, isn't it? It's like it's weird to think that they're literally like just clones of their mother. So literally, all the way back, they're just identical to one morning gecko in the very beginning of time, and it's just like that's crazy.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, absolute genetic reproductions.
If only it was that simple. Ebbs wouldn't need that.
Oh.
Pathogenic reproduction. Like the morning gecko. Thomas is back. Thomas the Tank back. I'm going to
Never mind.
Right, well, I've just got a nip to the toilet. So, as Ebbs is loved so much, she's going to take my place for a second.
No
Awesome.
worries.
Just like dropped straight in the deep end there. Oh, look at that sleepy little thing.
How you doing?
I'm tired, man. I want to sleep.
Oh, well, I can't help you there. I'm sorry.
I don't actually think anyone's seen this one yet, so.
No.
It's well small.
There's only 1 month. She's tiny.
Oh.
I know they don't stay that long forever though.
No. Trust me, I know.
Not for me, I ain't got a clue about kids. Still one myself, so I ain't gonna have any.
If you like your sleep, don't.
Yeah, no, thanks.
Yeah, I've been through that a couple of times now.
No, I miss my sleep way too much. Hello.
I just realised this is a YouTube exclusive for the
Yeah.
last night in.
I just said this is the first time she's been shown.
So yeah, YouTube exclusive. The spawn of Sidex.
On. She's a spawn of Satan or something.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you know how to make someone a mod, Tom?
Hey?
Do you know how to make somebody a mod?
What is it?
No.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Yabs.
It's so sweet.
My age.
Yes, definitely. It's Obama. That's a legend.
Oh. I don't know how this stream's going to come through. My internet connection is a little bit unstable.
That's all right.
So yeah, and plus there's 110 people using the same Wi-Fi network at the moment.
You're doing your bit for the world. Don't worry about it. As it freezes.
I'm trying. I'll tell you what, all I really want to do is go sleep.
Yeah. You would say I'm like that, but I'm not.
No. So we're on well up at 4:45 at the moment.
Yeah.
Getting something to eat, getting on shift for about 7:30, and then finishing about 12 hours later. Get back in, rinse and repeat, do it all over again.
Nice.
So yeah. But yeah, sorry I missed last week. I was still on
That's all right, mate. That's all right.
shift until quite late. And they were still working out what shift patterns we were going to be doing and stuff. So now it's all been settled, hopefully. I should be able to pop on a little bit when I get a chance. But
Well, just grateful to have you here. With everything that
yeah,
you're
it's
doing
nice,
at the minute.
nice to be back on. I'm really gutted that I missed last week, and it sucked me in a way, but it's the nature of the job, unfortunately. Sarah's having a right nightmare, having to do all the homeschooling with the boys and stuff, all on her own.
Well, yeah. It can't be fun, can it? By the way, the V2, the Stone Circle V2 chili sauce.
Yeah.
It's so good. Like the first one was good. This one, oh mate, all over the first one, all over it.
Good. I was a little bit concerned because, like I say, obviously it's got quite a bit more kick than the first one.
Yeah, but it might sound a bit weird, but it's quite satisfying. Like it's a nice sort of like it's really good. That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah. you tried yours yet, Tom?
I haven't just yet because I haven't actually had anything to put it on.
Well, mate, put it on anything.
And obviously, where it
Cereal.
only turned up yesterday.
Mate, don't put it on anything. Just do it as a shot. You'll be fine.
That's usually what I do.
Spit it out the bowl.
Straight into your eye, just.
Yeah,
As I say, she was well confused with it though, because obviously where it turned up in a creature from the North box, she was like, "What have you ordered?" It's like,
nothing.
it's not me this time, honest.
Yeah, it was the only small boxes that we had to ship them out in. So the only ones that were left behind that Sarah could have packaged them up and sent them out in for me. So.
And that mug, oh, it looks so good. I'm sorry, it looks incredible.
It's up on the shelf
See?
now with the rest of them.
Yeah. Stefan's been just munching his with Pringles. That's a good shout.
Stefan is obsessed with Pringles.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, like I said to James earlier, like, I had a bit of a change around with the mugs.
Still makes me twitch every time I see that shelf. That's coming down on your head on live stream. We'll
Look
be
at the bow in it already. Like,
right above his head as well. We're going to be sat here one live stream and it's going to come down live on camera.
Best part of like £1,000 worth of mugs on top of me.
that'd be a lot.
Obviously, it's not that now, but you can imagine it by the time it then.
Yeah.
Like,
That's a lot of China, man.
No, I reckon I need to design some more. There's a bit of space left at the top. Let's make
oh yeah, there's plenty of
There's
space
a lot
left
of
up there.
space, but that's only a thin piece of wood. Like,
put it to the test. We'll find out one day.
you want like a
Always
railway.
wearing a Lads Night In t-shirt. Good on you, Tanya.
I know Ebbs is going to have to do me one as well at some point.
Tell you
You know, to
Tanya's a
Oh,
great
you mean a mug?
Tanya's a great one for supporting merch because like Tom, Angel and Tom seem to have just had everything of mine. Tanya be another one that just goes round like, oh, you've got a t-shirt, I'll have that, I'll have the mug. So fair play, like it's good to see. It's good that people do like,
Yeah.
well, yeah, because it doesn't matter how the size of the channel. Like every little bit of support helps, doesn't it? So,
Yeah, absolutely.
100%. Yeah.
that doesn't mean, guys, if you've got a channel in the chat, start sending me your list because I ain't that rich. Like, being inundated with shopping.
you know, this is just like an extra added collection on top of animals.
Tom, it's an addiction.
I can see mine right there. I can see it.
I love it how you actually pointed. Like,
I know, like it's going to come onto his
there's
screen.
mine.
Can you even imagine if, like, suddenly
no,
from the bottom corner of his screen, a hand would appear?
That'd be awesome.
Oh, the
Hey, look,
legendary
a bit
Peter
closer.
and Greg from 8 Legs 4 Wheels.
That's someone else I'd have on stream is Peter Webster
Yeah,
and Alan Hicken as well.
yeah.
That just goes without saying that.
Oh dear, Rocky Mountains. I think we need to resend Tom's mug. It hasn't seemed to arrive. Canada loses like 70%.
Yeah,
Jesus. And we sent out the same time as Sidex. Mate, I bet they don't lose the bills in the post though, do they? I bet they still manage to get them through.
70%, that's crazy. Be easier to just walk it,
Yeah.
not walk it over yourself, but you know.
It's all that snow.
I mean, I'm-
half the- in the snow, probably.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for Widget to send his parcel out to the UK with everyone's mugs in.
That dude is such a legend.
Mate, he seems to be a phenomenal chef as well. Every time I jump on a Raggy stream or something,
Yeah, he's always cooking
cooking
something in.
something.
He's just so chill. He's like, it's all right, you know.
Yeah.
It's just, oh, I love his attitude. I love it.
I'd love to like go there, like to America, to Vegas, and get like stranded there. I'd be like, right, I need to find my way to Widget's house because I know I ain't gonna go on there. Like,
Yeah.
The worst bit is though, you'd be walking down the road going, "Do you know Widget? Do you know Widget?" And everyone's just going, "Who is this Widget?"
yeah, they're like, who's this Widget? And you're like, well, you should know him.
Tom, that was a really poor American accent as well, by the way.
I know.
I wouldn't do that.
I wasn't going to say anything, mate.
Yeah.
They
Fair
only,
play
have,
for giving it a go, but
they only have 3 major sourcing offices, sourcing centres in Canada. 2 are closed because of COVID outbreaks. No mail. Mate, imagine the pressure on the remaining 1. I'm like, nope, I'm not going to work today. Thank you.
I don't fancy getting bummed, thank you.
Oh man, the pressure on that sentence is insane.
Well, I did. I made sure this time when I shipped out, when Sarah shipped out James and Danielle's winnings from our Christmas special, it went recorded this time, so we can actually track it.
Yeah, of course.
And that went express recorded as well, so hopefully they should have that in the next sort of week, rather than taking 6 weeks to come through like my stickers seem to.
Well, even recorded delivery is not great sometimes. I mean, I had £500 which disappeared with tracked delivery. They were telling me it was in Poland. They were telling me it was in Germany. Then they eventually it was. And I tell you what it is though, dead.
Yeah.
The postal service generally, like, let's just not even get onto that debate. I tell you what, if you ever need to send anything to Canada for Rocky Mountains, I might as well just fucking walk there. Like, it'll get there eventually.
Little rubber dinghy, like.
Oh,
No.
apparently Canada's not allowing tracking on international mail at the moment.
Because they probably can't guarantee it. Probably won't.
It's because they don't know where it is.
Well,
Can't track it
it's
with
there.
It's
It's
like-
there, but
Yeah, then they weren't guaranteeing delivery by 1, were they? They were like, "You'll get there at some point." I'm like, "So what am I paying for then? I'm paying for it to arrive by a certain time, but you don't know what time it's going to arrive. So what am I paying the extra for?"
No.
Bloody COVID.
Yeah, me and COVID, we're not friends at the moment.
How is Ireland anyway?
Cold and wet.
Oh, a bit like around here then.
Yeah, I've not seen the sun for over a week.
Yeah, no, I ain't over, mate. It's all right.
Well, I don't mind it being cold and wet as long as it ain't got bloody snow. I can't stand the stuff.
So we were
Absolutely.
supposed to get, we were supposed to get snow the other night, and then it just never happened. We got rain instead.
Well,
The only place
technically-
you can see snow is on the front of a Christmas card.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Apart from that,
I don't even buy. People call me like Scrooge or whatever because at Christmas everybody wants White Christmas. But mate, it ain't pretty. I don't care what you say.
No.
It ain't nice. It's cold. It's wet. It's horrible, and it needs to stay away. End of story.
and what's even worse is when like it starts to go brown. You're
Oh
like, look at that. Oh, there
no!
was a yellow bit in there when they're like a dog walks past. You're like,
Don't touch the yellow snow. Diana's just asked why me and COVID are not friends at the moment.
fire away, Wayne.
We're not friends at the moment because I'm currently working in a COVID ICU, looking after very, very poorly COVID patients.
You know what though? That must. I mean, I don't know anybody who works that close to it. I know people who are porters in hospitals and stuff like that. My best mate's one of them. But that must really, being as though you're so close to it, that must really roil you when people are saying it's not that big of a deal and not. It roils me. So to be someone who's that close to it, I can only imagine how it must make you feel.
Yeah, it's it does rile me up a little bit. You know, like I said, it's only really been since I've come over here to do this. I've really been in contact with it. I mean, I've been aware of it, obviously, given the job. I think we've been sending people out in Huskins for quite a time, but this is my first opportunity having like full-on hands-on, and I mean thickly having hands-on, very, very poorly people all day, every day. It's not pleasant. It is. Yeah.
Not only that, but like you're not with your family. You're like, you know, you're miles and miles away. Like,
yeah, you don't realise. I don't think people realise the sacrifices that some people are making. Like, do you know what I mean? I don't think people really do appreciate that. Yeah.
I mean, I'll tell you the one thing that this has done for me though. Getting a chance to see how the NHS staff are working for it. I mean, I'm shattered. I've only been out here doing it a week. I'm working long shifts. I'm knackered now. The NHS staff in the hospitals that are doing this at the moment, that we're working alongside, have been doing this since March last year.
yeah,
You know, they have been getting absolutely smashed, and they are still, you know, still gritting their teeth and getting through it and plugging away and trying to stay positive and that sort of stuff. I've got the utmost respect for our NHS staff, for what they've been coping with and what they've been dealing with, and how well they've managed to deal with it.
it's not until you see sort of behind the scenes you realise, isn't it? You know that.
No.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's taking all those statistics that you're seeing on the news. It's taking all those statistics and everything else, and actually putting you in the same room as what's causing those statistics. It's quite a sobering experience.
And unfortunately, it's like a lot of things. Like, until it directly affects people, a lot of people don't quite either understand it, or it really doesn't seem to matter too much to them until it directly affects them.
Yeah,
and that's
absolutely.
the thing. And that's not just with COVID. That's unfortunately with
life. Yeah.
Do you hear about the guy, Captain Tom, wasn't it?
Yeah, passed away today, unfortunately.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's not until oh mate, it's not good. It's not good. Really not good. Anyway, Wayne, what did you have for tea?
I actually haven't eaten since breakfast.
Huh. That's not good.
No. So, yeah, I haven't had any tea yet, unfortunately. Although being stuck out here eating the crap food that I'm eating I've been cravings for steak, and just a simple cheeseburger would be fantastic right now. However, the cafeteria in the hospital that we're working in is pretty epic. And instead of like your full English breakfast that people are used to, out here you get an Ulster fry, which is like a full English breakfast, but instead of having French toast or stuff like that with it, or extra bits and pieces, you get potato cake, but it's bacon, sausage, egg, potato bread, fried soda bread, mushrooms, all the trimmings that go with it. And I've been having one of those every morning, so I'm packing in the calories early, so I've got enough energy to work the longer shifts.
Yeah.
So yeah. And then it's just sort of an evening or of a break time in the afternoons, early evenings. It's just grabbing a snack when I can.
Yeah.
So on the plus side, I get to lose a little bit of weight while I'm out here.
Oh yeah.
16 hours a day.
Think that most of us wouldn't, you know?
Oh. But yeah, it's like I said, it's a sobering experience, but it's also a rewarding experience. You know, the area that we're working in is it's obviously the turning point. Once they reach sort of COVID ICU, they're going one way or the other. Then
Yeah.
you know, they're either recovering or they're moving on to the next plane of existence. So we've getting to see some of those people that when they come in are incredibly unwell, like really, really unwell, and actually seeing them leave the department to start their recovery process and that sort of stuff is actually quite a rewarding experience. So
It gives you hope, doesn't it?
yeah. I mean, obviously, given like social distance and all that sort of stuff, these people aren't able to have their families like come and visit them in the hospital or hi, Angel.
Hi, Wayne.
So a lot of what we're doing is just kind of like providing a little bit of moral support and that sort of stuff as well, which again is quite a rewarding experience. Just being able to be there for someone but their family's not able to come and join them. But yeah,
It's got to be. It's got to be hard, isn't it?
Danielle's off.
85 slings to
Thanks for
feed.
stopping, Danielle.
Good night, Danielle. Thanks for joining
I'll
us.
see you soon, Danielle.
Love to you
Thank
guys.
you again for stopping in.
Well, I believe, like, whether it's on.
Doing all right, Wayne?
Yeah, I'm doing okay. Tired,
Good.
long days, but yeah, like I said, I'm getting through it. Sometimes it's tough, but as I was just saying, it's quite rewarding as well. So I'm glad to be out here providing the support and be able to make a difference.
Cool.
So yeah, what have you guys been up to this week?
Getting ready to move house.
Yeah,
Not sleeping
that's
a
not
lot.
correct.
Not sleeping a lot because of obviously having a newborn in the house. And that's adjusting to having a newborn in the house. And trying to move house.
So you're basically doing the same shift rotations I'm doing, just in a slightly different way.
Yeah.
I feel for you, dude.
But
No, because I'm not smoking.
it'll be worth it in the end. That's what I tell myself.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
We just had a power cut.
I wondered why it all went dark.
Yeah, that's why.
Is that a power cut?
Yeah, randomly.
So
Really?
Thanks for stopping, Diana.
Not really bigger.
Right,
hi Diana, thanks for stopping by. Take care, enjoy your evening.
Francis,
Yeah.
is the baby still awake?
Is the baby still awake?
Angel wants to see.
You didn't call me for it.
Oh, she's
What is
gone.
it with the fascination of babies? I don't get it.
That women start getting all broody around babies and stuff like that.
Angel says, is the baby
I
still
don't get ready. I'm good.
No,
No.
been through that enough times, yeah.
They always make the same sound, innit?
Sterilized.
Oh, you can still get broody, you just can't do nothing about it.
I can but yeah, as long as I don't hold them and everything, I'm good. Hey, Ebbs.
Oh,
How you
look,
doing?
bundle.
Oh, beautiful.
You look like you're ready for
There's just
I don't want to invest in
Yeah, okay, that is cute. I get it, but like, fair play.
One day, James. One day, mate.
that.
So you're packing up Friday, aren't you, Francis?
Moves in Saturday.
You move on Saturday.
Move Saturday, yeah. we have been condensing everything down for weeks, getting to the last parts now.
Never.
But it'd be better. Or will it?
Yeah, we're doing a live. I'm doing a live stream on Friday, packing all my teas ready for Saturday. Because obviously, if I leave it all for Saturday when we actually move, I'm never gonna get out of here. So did a live stream Friday night. Looking back at some of my videos from the time in this room, because it's been like since 2018 or something like that since I've been in this room and whatever. So there's a fair bit to pick at and whatever. And then I'm going to be packing up the animals ready to go. And then obviously once I'm that end and everything's set up and everything, that's when my content will start to drop properly again. So at the minute, like, I've only been doing behind the scenes kind of videos for my channel members and the only reason for that is because, let's be honest, it's just unedited stuff. Like, it's just, this is what's happening, whatever. Not stuff that I'd really put on my channel for the whole world to see. Like, it's a bit more personal and whatever. And it's raw and unedited, so it's not what I want the whole world to see. But it kind of keeps people who are interested up to date with kind of what's happening. And but then the live stream on Friday is to just kind of get everybody involved, everyone who's kind of still supported me while I've been away and all that kind of thing, and just catch up with everyone and look back on like what's happened here as a last kind of hurrah, whatever, before we move into the new space. And of course, we are moving on Eb's birthday, actually. So we're going to have a little toast to Eb's birthday on the Friday as well, because her birthday is going to be spent like moving house. So it should be good. Like, we won't be getting like hammered or anything because we've got to move the next day, but we'll have a couple of drinks and stuff like that. So it should be fun, and I'm looking forward to it. I've not done it for a few months now, so I'm looking forward to it. Oh, Impossible Invert. Hello, Gav.
Yep, Gav.
And Jojo.
Hi, Gav.
Oh, Jojo. She's another. She'd be on my. When we're talking about guests.
Absolutely hilarious, that one.
Yeah, we've had the pleasure of Jojo's company on the stream a couple of times now. She's always a good laugh.
Get up here now. I haven't seen you for ages. Jojo, if we had Jojo on the Ultimate stream with all the Ultimate guests, the other guests might not get to say much, but it'd be worth it anyway.
There is that, but yeah, it would definitely be worth it.
Absolutely, Jojo. Oh. In fact, Jojo, if you in my chat on my stream on Friday, you know you're getting up on the stream.
I'll do that.
Yes.
Someone's already been sharing it.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Thank you. It has been like, it's been pretty great. Like, the reception I've had, like, not just since I said I was coming back, but like throughout the whole period of doing what I had to do, step away and whatever. Because like before I left, like I was saying earlier, I was in a really bad place, and like it's easy to feel like sometimes, even though you've got so many people watching your videos, it's easy to feel like nobody likes you really, and nobody. Do you know what I mean? When you got that mindset, nobody gives a shit. Do you know what I mean? So the reception of that has been unbelievable. It's been awesome. So
yeah,
I've got so much love for this community, and I think, again, going back to when I was saying I needed to do it, it kind of reinvigorated my love, not just the hobby but the community as well. Like, because, in groups, I left all the groups on Facebook because there was so much drama and everything going on. And all that drama makes you forget about all the good people that are in the hobby. Like, because they're always, it was getting to a point where it seemed to be every day there was some new drama, and it was just putting this cloud over me. And since I left all the groups and I've just chatted to those individual hobbyists, it reminds you of how many good people there are actually in the hobby. And I sat back and watched some of my old videos from shows and meeting people, and and the one thing that really got me a little bit emotional was the show where I was presented with a type of Chilena Salonia that the community had come together and bought for me when I was ill, and I cried on camera. I don't cry like a lot at all, and I cried on camera there. And watching it back, I nearly cried because when someone as young as PSP comes up to you, and says this is from the community, and then when you get upset about it, this little girl hugs you to make sure you're okay. Like that to me just. And it was that. I was sat there and I was thinking, I let all that drama and all that crap get on top of me, and those are the moments that you need to focus on. Do you know what I mean? The community's been amazing, and I'll try never to forget that again, because I think it's what we all need to focus on. I think
definitely
it gets a bit grey and a bit stressful. You need to focus on moments like that.
Yeah, it's a special community, isn't it? It really is.
It is 100%. Jojo and Ebbs are having their little bro, if you want to call it.
Yeah, it's like, get it.
Oh man, I'm so glad that Jojo's here.
We ain't shown them yet. Then.
Yeah.
You see that comment from Jojo?
Yeah.
Where it says, Sidex, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Now say that, but in the scene of Frozen. Sidex, can you hear me? Me and Jojo used to play Call of Duty together quite a lot. Like, we used to play PlayStation together quite a lot before all this moving stuff started. And every single time she'd join my party, she'd be like, Sidex, can you hear me? I'd respond with, Jojo, I can hear you. So it just made me laugh when she said that.
It's nice to have a little thing like that with someone, isn't it? Just like a little random.
Yeah, she's great, Jojo.
Check.
Yeah, when we Jojo, we will get back to our Call of Duty. We didn't necessarily do particularly well, but we had fun. So.
It's all that matters, isn't it?
Oh, this has been good, man. I'm glad. Thank you, Tom, for asking me to jump on.
No, you're welcome.
You just slapped Tom for not telling me you were locked on sooner. Rude.
Tom, I'm sorry, mate. Like when the shows start again, if we bump into each other, don't take offence if I just go bang first.
That's if I bring him. Oh, if you're gonna hit him, I'll bring him. Yeah.
Like, just give me a slap. Like,
I'm not allowed to do anything else. Just I'll have to search around the BTS or whatever, just purely for you. It'd be one zone.
They're just like, right, you get out.
Yeah, that'd be it. Be sat in the car waiting. Is she coming?
No, I can't wait for shows to start again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're all in agreement there. It'd be nice to get the shows up and running again.
Okay.
It's so satisfying just walking around table after table of what you love.
No, but there's like
when the doors open and then everyone runs to the spider shop, you're like, wow, you're everything else. Yeah, they have got like such a good stall, but
Sarah and I'm saying, Mama.
No, no.
Never again. Like I enjoyed the experience, but never again will I ever work the spider shop table at the show. Never again. Oh,
Too
my
busy.
God, dead after that. I'm going to be dangerous at the next day. I'll be squeezing it. Depends where
Oh,
you.
yeah,
Do you know what? It'd be worth going to the shows just to get a Tanya cuddle.
I'll be honest. If I see you coming towards me now, she says that, I'm just going to be like,
have a handful of that, my love.
you promised me a squeeze. But yeah, working the spider shop's
If
stall.
you squeeze me, cheese will come out. Wow.
Oh,
Tanya, extra points if you, at a show when you see me, you're wearing my In It for the Lols t-shirt, which you are one of an exclusive group that has one or will have one, because you can squeeze what you like then.
Right, see ya. No, all right. Says that she hasn't drunk enough to stand here, and then she wanders off, and I say, see you later, and she says, no, I'll be back.
Oh, probably with enough drink to make it worthwhile. Look at that, man. You said that about squeeze me and cheese will come out. And then Jojo's like, I like the cheese. And then oh, we've got a whole cheese conversation going on now.
Cheese is good, but I couldn't sit there and eat a block, like. Do you know what I mean? It's a bit.
Nah, the spread on cheese is the best. Just love it.
Have you seen that squirty cheese? It's in like the whipped cream cap. That's not cheese. I'm sorry, that's not cheese.
Oh, no.
What is it? The Americans call it cheese whiz.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wouldn't want to eat anything called cheese whiz. That just sounds dodgy.
To be honest, I wouldn't want to eat anything that comes out of a can. Like,
But yeah, cheese that comes out of a can is.
Jojo just responded as if the idea of a block of cheese was the most repulsive thing in the world. Like, ew, no, not a block. Since when has cheese come in a block?
just lies there and grates it in her face.
That didn't look like you were grating.
Yeah, I did realise after I did it.
Just get into the humour.
It's all right. Just don't watch this part back of the stream, James. You'll be fine then.
Don't worry, I didn't plan to.
Something he done.
Oh, dear.
So-
Tanya just like sick emojis and squirts.
So Sarah did really well last week. Obviously, I had four pokies that were due to arrive last week, and I ordered those before I got put on this short notice tasking. So I was supposed to be there to do all the unboxing and the videoing and everything else, and obviously I ended up being sent away before they arrived. So Sarah did her very first ever solo unboxing of four adult pokies.
What?
Yeah, that's quite a first unboxing, that as well, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Can you reveal what the breeding pairs were?
I can, because unfortunately I didn't get the video for them. There will be a video coming up, but I won't be doing that till I get back, and then I'll be doing a rehouse with them into a pair of bioactive setups. But I got a pair of breeding pair of P. metallicas and a breeding pair of P. regalis. Both sub-adult pairs. So that was her first solo unboxing. I was on the phone while she was doing it, sort of talking her through it, but she absolutely nailed it. So for a first time unboxing, I think credit where it's due. She deserves a round of applause for that.
Yeah, definitely.
Really well.
Now, Eb's first was I thought was pretty impressive, but I mean, 2 breeding pairs of pokies, you know, that's up there. Eb's first rehouse solo was a Strategyrus Marshall, and considering, you know, it's an old world, she did really well. But 2 breeding pairs of pokies, fair play.
Yeah, if you're gonna get chucked in a deep end, that's the way to do it, isn't it?
Well, yeah, I mean, I think that's the best way sometimes. My first was a Regalis, and I also, I mean, I've pretty much had all the pokies almost. Nemo for last week, I've never had because I couldn't find one. Jojo actually has the adult female Metallica that I had. So like, at least I know where that female is. So if I ever get, well, when I get more Metallicas, if I have a mature male, I know where to send it, because at least you know then that the mature male's breeding with the female that was once mine, sort of thing. So
yeah.
Pokies are great. I think pokies are great. So for somebody to do their first unboxing and deal with pokies, fair play.
Yeah, I just wish I could have got her to record it as well as like talk on the phone, because that would have been like it just went so smoothly. She did really well.
Oh, good.
So
it gives people a bit more confidence in that situation then as well.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, she's been around me with the tarantulas for a lot of years now, so she knows how I deal with it. She's watched me do pretty much every unboxing I've ever done and that sort of stuff. So she gets the concept, but it just proves the point, doesn't it? That if you take your time, if you know what you're doing, and you treat them with respect, then you know you can do almost anything with whatever level of experience you've got, so long as you've got that understanding that they are very quick, they can be bolty. You just need to be calm, relaxed, and approach it sensibly.
And I think as well, a lot of the time, I would follow as long as you've got the research behind you, and in this case, the support, it's like exposure therapy.
Yeah,
it helps. Like you can put her to do the research and stuff beforehand and know what you're getting into and whatever. There's a point where you just need to do it, sort of thing, and that's going to be more beneficial to you than not doing sort of thing and shying away from it. But I think it's obviously very important to have support and to have the research behind you. But like you said, if you're prepared, you take your time, you know what could happen, and you prepare for that situation, then there's no reason why you can't do it. Like, Ebs would have sworn blind before she realised that Marshall that she could never deal with an old world, and she did. She was surprised by how it actually went. Just because it's not, I think the term old world sometimes carries that fear, and I think it's a term. It's much to do with you as it is to do with the tarantula and how you approach the situation. And I think that's what gets a bit lost with people who are thinking about dealing with old worlds, is they think the term is going to rip the face off, and they don't necessarily think about, if I do my research, I prepare for all the situations and I take my time, I'm careful, and if I need support, I get it. It can go smoothly. I mean, Dave's Little Beasties, I watch a lot of his rehouses, and I'm a little bit jealous of how smoothly a lot of his old world rehouses go. Just because, like he says, he's gentle, takes his time, and he doesn't allow the fact but it's an old
Oh,
world,
I've got the orange Bacardi now.
allow his nerves or anything else to get the better of him, and then that's when things go wrong. When you start thinking, "Oh, this is an old world," you're not. You let your nerves get the better of you. You're not on it. I think that's when things are likely to go wrong. But I think it just goes to prove that just because it's an old world doesn't mean it can't be straightforward.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
That's it. Sometimes you find the old worlds can be calmer than some of the new worlds.
100%.
Yeah, true.
I mean, especially when you look at, say, like the Samapeus or the Nandu genuses, both of those are quick enough just to bite or throw a threat pose. But then, as you say, if you look at some of the pokies, then obviously, you know, some of those can move smoother than some of the Samapeus.
Night, Jojo. Happy birthday for tomorrow.
Oh, happy birthday for tomorrow, Jojo.
Jojo, you best be on my stream on Friday. If you're not, then we'll never play it again. But happy birthday, Jojo.
Yeah, all the best for tomorrow. Thanks for joining us.
Happy birthday for tomorrow.
Happy
Well, I let the
birthday.
water guy in earlier, and he had to come and check down this back end of the room. I said, "You don't frighten the spiders, are you?" He went, "A little. Why?" I said, "Well, there's tarantulas down there." He went, "Have I got to go down there?" I said, "Well, if you want to go down there, mate. If you want to go down there, do not knock anything."
Because right now,
It was looking though.
all my tarantulas are in the other room, ready to be packed. They were, and we had a health visitor come the other day. She didn't notice them for a while, and she was like, "That looks like a spider up there." She's like, "Oh yeah, they're all spiders." Ebbs was like, "Yeah, they're all spiders up there." The tarantulas. And she was like, "It's like this is why." I literally just turned around to her and goes, "And this is why we didn't tell you when you came in, because you possibly wouldn't have got it." I absolutely love that situation. It's going to be great because our landlord, even though we've cut everything, wants to do viewings on this house while we're still here, right? And I've said, well, if that's the case, I'll send Ebbs and the kids out, and I'll just kind of stand somewhere in the house and let people look around. I'm not going to warn anybody about the animals. I'm not going to warn anybody about tarantulas or anything. And I'm just going to wait for the scream and for them to run out the door. I'm like, these will be the quickest viewings ever.
Brilliant.
It's funny.
I take it your landlord knows you've got on there, yeah?
Oh, yeah, my landlord. It's probably the only good thing about the landlord we've had here. He was fine about any animals. Beyond that, he's been useless. That's why we're moving. But, like, I could probably have a factory in the attic, and he probably wouldn't have given it, as long as his rent was coming in, and he didn't have to fix any problems with the house. You know, I would ideally not like to have viewings while we're here. If I'm going to have them, I want to have my fun with them.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely.
I think our landlord pretty much knows.
You need to set up a hidden camera, mate.
I think our landlord knows every email that goes back to her is angels and Tom's arachnids. So I'm pretty sure she knows what we've got in this house.
Well, I'm half tempted to just like hold my phone ready to capture some of the reaction. You know?
Just set a camera up on top of one of the tarantula enclosures.
Yeah, exactly. I might even like wait for one of them to run in and go, "There's this massive spider in there." I'm like, "Oh my god, it's there!" And run out with them.
Oh, that'd be some good
Just like,
footage.
oh my god, how did that get there?
Who put that
there?
You can have so much fun with it, but the difference is when I have my fun, all the tarantulas will be in their enclosures, whereas I can't stand these videos where people, for example, get a tarantula and put it on the floor in the bathroom and they leave somebody in there to freak out because I'm there like a poor tarantula. If that thing gets hurt, I'll kill you. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I can't stand those kind of videos.
See, I have done that, not with obviously live tarantulas, but I've scared the crap out of people with their shed skins loads of times.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean,
Oh yeah, I've done that with someone at work. Walked in with it pinned to a piece of polystyrene. Next minute, got it out my lunchbox, and they were like, "Ah!" It's
I get loads of times because I'm really bad. If a tea malts and I'm thinking about trying to sex it, I'll just put it down somewhere, and then I'll be like, I'll come and sex that. They'll come in and be like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah,
I get told off all the time about that.
It's funny because I had a what was it? Oh, mature male buffooring a while back, and I had in a tub because I was thinking about sending it to Remains to Be Seen, or the one I'll use more often. I'm because I can't remember the name, but Dead Set. I was thinking about sending it to Dead Set, and it just so happened we had like somebody come round, like some appointment of some kind, and he needed to come builder because he was surveying to do work, and he come in the room and he was looking at. I was like, "Don't worry, all my spiders, you won't know where they are because you won't see them. I've moved them or whatever, which is very rare because I don't normally." And he's looking around and he goes, "You ain't moved them." I goes, "What do you mean?" He goes, "There's one there." I goes, "Yeah, but that's fine. That one's dead." He didn't seem to think it was made any difference, but he still was pretty quick to get out of there. But there was me just like, "Don't worry about that one, dead." Like he just looked at me like, "This guy's keeping dead tarantulas in his house." Like,
not only live ones, but dead ones.
Well, I reckon we left a few live ones in the last place we moved out of.
Maybe.
Yeah, oh yeah.
yes.
We had, I've told this story quite a few times on the live stream now. Probably get someone new on it, ends up coming up. But we'd bought an adult female and we didn't know that she'd been previously paired. I never mentioned anything about it, and it was in an Exoterra. And obviously, you know the holes in the back of the Exoterra where the cables come through.
Yeah.
They weren't slid across. And we didn't even know that, number one, she'd laid an egg sac, and number two, they'd hatched out until we started seeing these random little spiders walking all over the house. You know when you spot one out the corner of your eye, you're like, that's not a native spider.
Yeah. Well.
So by the time we'd collected them all up, God knows how many escaped, and they could have got anywhere.
Anywhere.
I mean, the first one we saw was in the kitchen, and that was downstairs, like well away from where all the enclosures were and everything else. So yeah, we kept finding them for weeks after that. And then eventually, obviously, we moved out. So potentially there could be some quite large OBTs roaming around that place.
Well, funnily enough, somebody may well have ended up with a free Celadonia at some point, because I got bought that one by the community when I was ill, and I actually made a video of it. Like, I'd had it about a week or two. The vial I got it in got like a spoon on the top for better ventilation, and I was advised by the seller, keep it in that, it'll do fine. So I did. Come to feed it one day, everything, and I noticed the sponge had like a piece missing that weren't missing before. So something had nibbled its way out, i.e. the Celadonia. And to this day, we've never found it.
Wow.
At the time, we were keeping them on black bookcases, the whole collection. I thoroughly went through this bookcase with torch.
Hi, Tanya.
And couldn't find it. See you, Tanya. But still, there was that little part of me that was like, maybe I just missed it. And I sold a lot of those bookcases. And the one that sticks out to me is a little Indian woman come to pick up this bookcase. I was like, God, no. I was helping her get it in the car. Like, God, I hope there's not a Celadonia in this bookcase. Because if she finds it, she's just going to see this little spider and go. So I'm just like,
Yeah.
never found it. I bought another one, like, and I made a video about it. Saying I explained what had happened, and I said like I bought this one because I felt so bad. Yeah, there's a little part of me that thinks that either Caledonia was in one of them bookcases or has somewhere gone into this house, and one day the new tenant's going to be walking around this beautiful, colourful Caledonia's and then shit himself and go, wham!
What?
Where?
That haunts me to this day. Absolutely haunts me to this day.
Wow.
Can you imagine watching somebody freak out at a spider and then you know it's a Caledonia, but you can't do anything in the time it takes them to just go bam?
Oh,
I'm like,
soul destroying.
Mm.
oh dear. So yeah, that haunts me to this day.
Oh. Right, gents, I'm going to have to stop there because I am really flagging now. I'm going to have to call it a night.
Yeah, no worries. Thanks for stopping, by the way.
No, it's really nice to jump back on. Like I say, I don't know what shifts I'm doing next week. I'll try and jump on again on Tuesday.
Much appreciated for you to actually make it.
No, it's,
Yeah.
Definitely.
it's my pleasure, guys, and it's been really nice to just sort of like forget about everything else and have a chat with you lot as well.
Yeah, it's been really good.
Yeah, no, thanks for that. I'll say
Thank
good night
you.
now. Enjoy the rest of your week. I'm sure we'll chat offline, guys. Anyway,
Of course.
we'll talk a
Be
bit later
safe,
about some
Wayne.
prospects for you, Francis, mate. All right.
It'll be great. Cheers, buddy.
Right. Good night, everyone. See you later.
Good night.
See you later,
Bye.
Wayne. Take care.
Oh.
Yeah, I think I'm going to jump out as well, guys. Go get in bed. But if you carry on, I will still be in the chat anyway. So, yeah.
I'll see you on Friday.
Yeah.
Massive
Yes,
thanks
really.
for asking me to jump on. It's been really cool, really fun, really refreshing, and I'll happily, if I'm available, I'd happily jump on anytime again. So thank you for having me. Thank you to everyone in the chat for like making it
There's
so.
only Ebs left. There's no one there. It's only Ebs.
Don't worry
Thanks for
about it.
coming.
She's still on the subs bench.
Rude. Ebs is going to slap you.
Nothing
She's hormonal. She's
unusual.
going to hit you.
It's just nothing unusual. Good job I like it, and it so.
We'll see you on Friday.
But yeah, thank you for having me, guys, and I'll see you later.
Right. Speak with you
Yeah,
soon.
dude, have a good one.
You're a trooper, Ebs, definitely.
How many people we got in?
Brilliant. Ebs and Francis. Oh wait, does
Where
that
is
mean
it?
I can go back to the front room now?
There is other streams on, isn't it? Yeah.
Just out here drinking my brandy, Ebs. James, did you see my pictures that I shared on my Facebook of the flood?
The flood?
Right, you should have a look. You should have a look. Because we're
All right,
not
one
supposed to
second.
see, we're trying to flood it out yesterday. Well, the garden didn't get it, but the rest of the road did.
All our nice stony beaches are all over the road.
Yeah,
Are they?
brilliant.
All right, let's have a
I come home from work.
rummage.
Well, I come home from work yesterday, and both me and the guy that drops me off, we were like, "Why is there stones in the road?" It was almost like someone had a ton bag on the back of the truck, and
just dropped them
yeah,
What this?
yeah.
I shared quite a few. There was even people walking their dogs that the wave, there was no wind, but the waves would knock them over into people's gardens.
And that's literally only just a road over from us.
Oh, I
Yeah.
did see that yesterday. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's bad, isn't it?
Last time my garden flooded was 7 years ago on Valentine's
How far away do you live from there?
Day.
But over the road.
Yeah, it's normal, Ebbs.
Oh, so what? You can actually see that?
Live literally 2-minute walk from the sea, so it's very normal.
Rather you than me, mate. Sod that. I've moved.
We're okay. We don't get flooded. The houses sort of like behind us do
Yeah.
because they're lower down, but where we're a little bit higher up, it doesn't come over the back step.
Right, okay.
Probably within about the next sort of 20 years, most of the island will probably be underwater.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you would have sunk it with all the animals. The weight are just.
There'd just be a big crater in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
I was watching a drone footage of someone trying to run the opposite way to beat the waves on his dog. I don't think it ended well when it was quite closer to go the other way and get off the beach. But
Yeah.
some woman, she just got thrown over the wall with her dog. It was hilarious. I know I shouldn't laugh, but it was.
Yeah, but you know, if it's like that, why are you taking your dog down there? Like, it's a bit silly, isn't it?
And that's it. Even the dog gets thrown over. So
Yes.
as I said to Francis earlier, though, Ebbs, you know, I don't see your one up there.
Yeah, Ebbs, I don't see yours on my shelf either. Mm-mm.
So, you know, it can't be sinking that quickly.
No. I needed it. I've got a few. Not as much as you, but I've got a few. Yeah. I think we might flip tonight, actually.
That's what I say about the mug collection. That you know, the collection that you see above me isn't
all of it.
No.
Mm-mm. Nowhere near all of it.
You actually have the weirdest addiction ever.
Tom doesn't need one. I need one. Me. You don't need one. You got enough.
No.
Don't argue.
I've got to
Now,
beat
now,
the guy
children.
in the Guinness Book of Records that we had.
Guinness Book of Records.
James, can you remember?
What's that?
The guy with the most mugs in the Guinness Book of Records.
Oh Christ, wasn't it like 7,000 something?
You ain't beating that.
Over 6,500.
You're not beating that.
Yeah. It was somewhat crazy like that. And I was like, well, you're nearly there, aren't you? Saying that, actually, I watched this documentary the other day. Like, it was by accident. It was this woman who she started collecting teapots when she was like 13, and she's now like 80 something. Mate, why do you need so many teapots? She had loads of them. And she said, oh, when I die, I just want my son to smash them all. And he was like, why? So no one else can enjoy them. I was like, how horrible are you? He's like, yeah, my pleasure, Mum. Like,
That's right. I'm just going to give them away.
take him to a car boot and just pound him up.
Buy one, get 200 free.
I used to love doing a car boot, but what annoyed me was they used to go, if you got a bag, you're like, I'm not a shop. Like, I'm just there for the day then. Like, what, do you want a receipt as well? Well, come on.
You won't get that record. What's the matter with you? That ain't happening. I ain't got room for that.
Well, I mean, Spider Planet already do, I think it's 6. So,
I know, I want one of that blue one.
What, mugs?
yeah.
So Many Legs have got a few as well. I shouldn't have told you that.
Yeah.
Mm.
I've been meaning to.
He's a bit of a mug, really, isn't he?
Oh, that was so good, but so lame. I love it.
No.
Tony Webb's got a few as well. Venomous Visions.
Yeah, I've obviously got one
Yeah.
of his so far.
It looks bare now that you've moved things.
I know. They don't
If
look
you
like
get
any
so
of
many legs
them.
one, you get
No,
the
you
mug of
won't.
teas, innit? So you get teas as well.
Francis.
As long as they're all different in some sort of way, Francis, that's fine.
No, you won't.
Even if it's just one letter that changes each time.
No.
Well, like the logo's upside down. Ah.
Yeah, there you go.
I can't see the comments, so you'll have to put them up if.
You don't even drink tea for crying out loud. Look at all those cups.
Yeah, you've certainly got a few, mate. I'll give you that. Saying that, I might make a new one.
Yeah? I'm sure Tom
Well,
will be the first one to buy it.
you can have one, Tom. I'll just send you one. If there's going up there,
I'll make him pay.
no, you
People
can have
know
it.
that I'm happy to pay for a mug, so
I must admit, I don't know anybody else
I've already
with
been
as
taxed
many
by
mugs as
Dex.
that.
You're not doing it. Oh dear.
I know. Look, your one's just in shot, James. Look, just
Oh yeah. Sorry, I don't know what happened there. Oh yeah. I have got a pretty cool mug.
The thing is, like, I've been looking at getting like ones from obviously like Tarantula Haven and stuff like that, but I mean, I can't. I don't know if I can justify spending that amount then on the shipping as well, because like you pay for the mug, and then by the time you pay the shipping, you've paid for the two
Another
mugs.
mug. Yeah. The only one I got is this one. It's like a grenade, which is pretty cool. Not that I've ever used it. It's just display purposes. Could do with a dust, actually. Look at the state of that.
Ebbs, I do occasionally drink hot drinks.
I'm out every day. I'm never in. Never in.
I'm sure Giles can be home though.
No, I'll make him go out for a ride. Not happening.
But no, Ed, so I don't generally drink hot drinks unless I'm at work. If I'm at home, no. Not at all.
No. The only way he's getting that amount is if he converts the gas and puts everything out there. None of that, man. Oh dear.
But yeah, as I've said before, these mugs up here, I think it was to Jaden actually. These mugs are virgin mugs. They've
Not been used.
never had liquid in them.
That will all
That's so
change
weird.
if I get a house full of people.
That is so weird. Virgin mugs, they've
All of
never
a
had
sudden.
liquid in them.
A lockdown ends and we get like 30 people round. It's fine.
No, you won't.
That's all right. You can meet me somewhere at work.
Really bad.
Eb just said this.
One again.
It does, yeah.
Yeah.
And here you go, James. This is what we were just laughing at. Francis just put.
Throwing an extra
Do you wanna buy any
thousand.
A big Macon with like a load of mugs on it. Like,
He said that one beforehand.
oh wow.
Yeah. He's not allowed that many, I'm telling you. If he starts to get even close to 500, right, you get them drug helplines. I'm going to have to send him for some addiction helpline that he's got a problem with mugs.
What do you like about them? I just love the handle. They're just, oh.
I just like how they're round. They're just.
I tried to record him sorting them out the other night, but it didn't save properly. And he's like, this one's not the same height as that one. And oh, it's so
You
funny.
wouldn't thought like majority of mugs would be the same sort of height, really, wouldn't you?
You are.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, but I suppose it all depends on where everyone orders them from.
True. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
Oh, bless him.
And Eb said,
Yeah. Yeah. 100%.
He's terrible.
I just
I
feel bad
imagine you
throwing
just sat
money
there in a
away.
circle. Hi, I'm Tom. Hi, Tom. What's your addiction? Ah, mugs. Sorry, what? Need to try some of this.
I'll tell you what, it's probably just as expensive as what some of the drugs that are out there. So
Probably is, to be honest. Yeah.
Oh dear. Well, I'm leaving you to it. Guys, good luck with your move on Saturday and we'll see you on Friday. Good night, James.
Good night. Have a pleasant evening.
you can imagine it, couldn't you? Like it'd be like an AA meeting, but it wouldn't. It'd be an MA meeting. Mugs Anonymous.
Mugs Anonymous. Wow. Imagine that.
Just sat there and like you're rocking backwards and forwards. They're
I
like,
need
yes,
some
we
mugs."
do offer teas and coffees, but they come in paper cups.
No.
No.
Oh, imagine that. It's a pretty weird addiction, though, isn't it? Why are we chatting about this? You don't have an addiction with mugs.
Well,
Or do you?
Oh, no, see, you never asked the question to Wayne. What did he have for tea?
I did. He said nothing.
Oh, was I like disappeared at that point?
Yeah, you were waving through the glass at the back, which was really creepy. It wasn't necessarily the wave, it was a smile that went with it, though. But I will follow you home smile. That sort of. Yeah, one day that shelf is coming down.
Well, well, this is the thing as well. I'm relying on the guy that put all this up on his handiwork because I never put that shelf in there.
Are you sure? Yeah, but was it designed to hold like half a ton of mugs? No, it wasn't.
Well, probably not. But it did have a load of books on it originally. That was the thing. It did have books all on it originally.
Oh, it'd be all right then.
So I know that it can hold a little bit of weight.
Yeah. It'd be all right. It won't fall down.
Dad. If it goes, I'll have to start again.
Think of all that money. That's a lot of pottery as well, isn't it? Like just floating up there.
That's right. I'll just sit there with a nail glue, gluing them all back together.
Do you realise how much Gorilla Glue you would go for it? Like,
Just shouting through. No, you won't.
Oh, crazy, crazy.
That's quite a true comment, I suppose.
But scooping the water out with all the mugs.
It's all right.
Everyone
I've got
have
plenty of
one.
mugs. Just throw the water out.
You'll have a mug in each bloody finger, like just. Oh, brilliant.
Fashioned like some sort of like tennis racket with them all strapped on it.
Yeah. Oh. What is the time? 11:10.
About 11:15.
I think I might have to bounce. I'm getting a bit. Oh.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same sort of thing.
Well, thanks for stopping, anyone who's left. Sidex, thanks for joining. Absolute legend.
Legend.
We should do it
Right
all
then.
again next week.
Well, yeah. And I suppose it'll be over on yours then for next week, won't it?
Yes, probably. Well, that's if Wayne's not.
It's fine though, Ebbs. You know, it's only the standard mug. I didn't get the mashup mug because someone else had that one. So, you know, I didn't get a chance. She was sold out, or he was sold out by the time I got round to it. And what can I say?
You kind of got to feel sorry for him, aren't you, in a way? Like, this addiction has taken over his life. Someone's going to write a movie about you, Tom.
The biggest tarantula and mug collection combined.
Well, that's a long name for a film. I was thinking somewhat along the lines of The Mug Man, you know.
Well, yeah, that could work as well, I suppose.
Yeah. The Mug Man. I'm going to do it.
Yeah, that would be awesome, Francis. He said that obviously where you can't see the comments at the minute.
Yeah. Yeah, nice.
Yeah, well, I know that Sam's not done many for people, and he made me one, or got one done for me. I know
Peter's
Peter
got a few
Webb.
right now, hasn't he?
Hey,
Peter's got a few
one.
right now.
Yeah, there is something on the back of it as well, but I can't remember what it says. Hasn't got his logo on the other side. It's got his saying.
All right.
Not like his saying, but like all things creepy crawly. But but yeah, there's a couple up there.
Good. I'm glad you're happy, Tom.
Someone's got to be.
That sounded really patronising, but I didn't mean it like that.
Care. I've got my Avengers mug up there as well that I won on holiday, so I don't care. That's
How many tickets did you have to have for that?
too many.
Yeah.
No, I think that was only about 200 tickets. I was like,
Yeah, which is about 35 quid, isn't it? Like,
I know, yeah.
when yet you could go next door and buy it for £1. Like, I hate stuff like that. So the point is, I won it.
Right.
Yeah, I am gonna bounce.
We will say good night to everyone. A bit of farewell. And we shall see you again next week over on James's
channel.
Good night
Correct.
and farewell.
See you later, everyone. Thank you for joining.